Oh, there we go. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. And welcome to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. My name is Talon Newton. Alongside me, the one and only Sean Mathis. Sean, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Talon. I'm glad to be here with you on what may be the last broadcast of Talon Newton for the Greenbrier Panther Sports Network before he goes on to bigger and better things for the Razorback Sports Network.
And hey, I am quite excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun getting to go up there. And really, I think really the only reason I got offered an opportunity there was just because of the opportunities that I got here. So many thank yous to give. Especially first and foremost to you, Sean, and then to the entire community of Greenbrier, giving me the amazing opportunity to broadcast for 2 years. Thinking about yesterday, I felt like it's yesterday that I asked you if I could just run a camera at a football game, and here I am with a headset on and a new opportunity lined up here in a couple of months as we have this soccer game underway. Greenbrier starts out with the ball, just going to pass it around a little bit here. Nothing to rush. Todd said it best. It's a pride game tonight. Both of these teams already have their positions locked, and unfortunately for Greenwood, they did not make the playoffs. But fortunately enough for us, due to Greenwood's loss last Friday night, Greenbrier does make the playoffs. Greenbrier has enough points as it is right now that they will get in no matter what happens in this game. They secured the 4 seed, and Greenwood sits at the 5. So really the only thing that Greenwood has to play for right now is to finish this game, finish their season as best as they possibly can.
Yeah, you talk about the Greenbrier Panthers. Already knowing where they're going to end up in the state playoffs here. You can come into this game relaxed, just have a good time. But at the end of the day, this is a home game for us, and you never want to lose at home. And so, what better way to finish out the home season for the seniors with a win here against Greenwood today?
Absolutely, Sean. It's been a little bit of a back and forth, staying more on Greenbrier's defensive side, and I think we'll see that a lot tonight because I don't think Greenbrier's going to end up playing overly aggressive throughout this game tonight, just because there's no need to force any possibility of an injury as Thomas Osborne breaks free, but it's because he's offsides at about the 40-yard line. I'll come back and give Greenwood here a free kick now.
Yeah, great look there. Just Thomas just got to be a little bit more, just got to be able to look around and see where you are on the field. Just make sure you're not offsides in an opportunity like that.
Yeah, what's great about that situation is that Thomas knew that ball was coming and he took off. Well, the entire Greenwood defense didn't know that was coming. They didn't know at all that was coming, so they held their ground. And Thomas was like, "What are you fools doing? Run with me. Let me get ahead of you."
It's too something I learned over the years just from John Mark and the other boys, my other sons playing and stuff too, is how much strategy sometimes goes into that defensive back line in basically almost like baiting a forward to be offsides in a situation like that. And sometimes it doesn't, for a defensive player, it doesn't work out very well, and they don't call it, and you get beat and put your keeper in a bad position. But just like that, we're playing some good solid defense here.
We are really playing some good solid defense, and we've had some really good solid touches. Now here's Greenbrier trying to get out in front. Matt Moline's going to miss the pass inside, but Thomas Osborne one-touches it to Bradley. Now Thomas has it. He's bobbling it up in the box. He tries to put it on the ground, and it's just going to go a little bit outside. Didn't get the greatest look and had to make a move quick with his left foot, something he might be just slightly uncomfortable with.
Yeah, he noticed the keeper had come out trying to get the ball, and Thomas recognized that, but just couldn't get it on his foot quick enough to get a shot off a little quicker.
Jacobs got it at his feet. He's going to go to Matt Moline. He's had a few good touches tonight. Had a little scary fall Friday night, senior night. Now Bradley's got it with a ton of room to work with, and they're going to call Sam offsides. Greenbrier, they'll have to continue to monitor that offsides. They've been really trying to push Greenwood's back line as much as they can, but Greenwood's back line's been holding pretty well. And that must mean that they have a lot of faith in their goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think Sam was looking for Bradley to send it to the corner a little quicker, and Bradley held on to it just a little bit. There's where I thought we were being attacked by a wasp. But
yeah,
apparently it's outside. That's good. As being somebody that's allergic to them, every time I see a wasp, I want to go. I want to start running the other way.
Were you not a fan of Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No, I have not watched any of those movies.
Oh.
I'm more of a Dumb and Dumber type of guy, Tal.
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
I would have not expected that from you.
I'm more of a kind of slapstick humor kind of guy.
Have you seen Nacho Libre?
I have not, actually, but I am a Jack Black fan.
You'll love Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Did you tell them they were the Lord's chips? I tried.
I did. I do like wrestling.
Greenbrier gets a goal kick, and it's going to go deep, but out of bounds on Greenbrier. Now Greenwood's going to take over. They're in a pretty good position with a lot of room to work here. They've been passing well as one slips away from the feet of a Greenwood wing, and it'll travel out of bounds off Greenbrier.
Yeah, Greenbrier can't get comfortable here and not attack and step to the ball. Got to continue to be aggressive on the defensive end of the field.
Sean, I noticed there's a lot of track athletes running around the track field this afternoon.
Yeah,
we have a handful of people going to state.
Yeah, most of the at this point they ran in the district meet on Friday night in Russellville, and did have some teams and individuals that had placed well in that meet. I know we've got the 4x100. Actually broke the school record on Friday night, and the 4x200 in the boys broke the school record. And I know there were a couple records broken on the girls' side as well. So yeah, I believe it's Thursday they'll travel to Hot Springs for the state track meet.
Greenbrier gets called for another offsides. It was by Thomas Osborne. They'll switch fields, and then Greenbrier's going to try and push again the other way quickly. Still not able to get anything out of it. Just having some trouble getting that lead guy out in front. You know, that's one of the things that they love to score off of, is just getting a good pass up top to somebody and turning around and scoring. Well, they've either had a guy off sides or they're just unable to control the ball. And then Thomas has had one shot, but it just missed the frame.
Sorry, I took a quick break there. We were trying to, I was trying to find some updates. We've got baseball going on today over here in Greenbrier at the baseball field, where the Greenbrier Panthers are leading Alma 2-0. Looks like in the bottom of the second inning. And then the softball girls are playing as well, and I was trying to find a score there.
Bradley Turnage in the bottom corner, working one-on-one now. He's so good. He's going to go between the legs. He's going to break a man down. He's going inside, passes inside to Thomas Osborne, and it's going to be kicked out. Great block. Now Thane Johnson, he's got it. He's got a hammer. He's going to pass it outside to Matt Moline, and he'll take a shot.
I wouldn't mind seeing Thane come up and settle that ball and try to put it towards the goal.
Yeah, and in the least, I mean, you get a good on shot. I mean, the goalie drops that at his feet, and you can have a wing, a forward right there ready to punch it in. Foul called against Greenbrier. Greenwood's gone fast on the foul calls, but forced to slow down there. They're going to get a big leg to kick it in the middle. And this could end up being a pretty good play for a good shot here. They're going to go short.
Yeah.
On the ground. Thane's got it at his feet.
Greenbrier needs to clear it.
It's going to go out of bounds against the Panthers. Greenwood will now have the opportunity to kick it in from the corner. Still no points on the board with about 9 minutes into the game. A big kick straight into the middle. It's the ideal one, and John Hunter Crum gets there first, being the tallest player out there.
Man.
And a beautiful save from Trey Cox, reaching up and just getting it tapped out of bounds.
Boy, Greenbrier was really fortunate there as Alma took a shot. Man, and Trey Cox just was tall enough to get that ball up and over the back of the goal.
John Hunter Crum there again first, putting the head on it and kicking it out. One of the high flyers going to go through the uprights. But you don't get any points for going through the uprights in this sport.
No, Greenbrier's got to do a little better job of getting that cleared out of there. The longer it kind of sits around on the ground, more opportunities for Greenwood to try to get a shot on goal.
Whit Garrett fighting for it. Greenwood putting pressure on, slides down, makes the kick, and it's going to be missed from the Greenwood player, Greenwood mid. And now Trey Cox, he's going to have a chance to put it on the ground and kick it. And, you know, Trey Cox, he stepped in about midway through the season after how have I forgotten his name?
Todd had it.
Cody, that's right. Yeah, the kicker for the Panthers.
Oh,
Cody Powell.
You are talking about football. I'm still. Okay.
Yeah, Cody Powell got hurt about midway through the season,
yeah.
and Trey Cox stepped in and played for kicker for the football team.
Yeah. Okay. You lost me there for a sec, Talon. I was watching the soccer game, and then you're like, Trey filled in for what's his name? Like, what are you talking about?
Big high flyer. It looks like it's going to bend a bit too much. Wind might have picked it up some. Now Sam's going to try and make a step on it. He passes it up to Thomas. Thomas has a ton of running room. He's got speed. He's at the 30, going to the 20. One-on-one now. Big shot coming, and it's going to roll straight to the keeper, who bobbles it a little bit but picks it up.
That's going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be there, and Bradley did a good job of running with support, but Bradley just couldn't break away from his defender there.
Thane Johnson, he's going to boot it out just there at the last second. Looks like it might be a corner. It will
it's
be.
Going to go out of bounds on the end line. It's going to be a corner kick.
I thought Thane maybe thought that Trey Cox was going to come out and field the ball. That did not happen, and then Thane kicked it out. Corner kick, it's on its way. It's a high flyer. Big head there from the Greenwood player, but it's going to travel out of bounds. You know, I don't know who their corner kicker is, but he's done a fabulous job so far getting those balls in the perfect position to be played for Greenwood. Greenbrier may need to remember that as Greenwood's had some great looks here from the corner already. Big kick's going to go to Matt Moline. He's going to field it with his chest and pass it to Bradley Turnage. Now here's Little Deemers.
Little Deemers. He did a great job. Cody did a great job with handling the ball in the middle of the field.
He's going to turn, pass quick to Ben Hawkes. Ben Hawkes trying to go inside. Thane Johnson on it now.
Good step by Thane.
Thane being patient, making a good step. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Greenwood, trying to give their defense just a few steps.
Looks like we're going to have a substitution, too, for Greenbrier.
Jacob will move to our near side. Big throw into the middle from Bradley Turnage. Just going to go to the feet of Cody Deemers, and he's going to try and make some work of it. Now Sam has it with a little bit of time. Goes over to Ben Hawkes. Ben getting a lot of pressure. Passes outside to Matt Moline. He's going to move inside just a bit more. Trying to find another pass. And he's going to cross a field to Cody Deemers. Cody Deemers is going to put his head on it to a corner. And a good pass from the Greenwood player. Back inside, Cody Deemers finds his man
great
Sam.
ball.
Sam's on the run in the corner here. He's got a good opportunity. He sets it up. He shoots. Score! Off the Greenwood goalkeeper's foot. Greenbrier puts one in, a beautiful one-on-one shot.
Yeah, once it lost his, once it went off his foot, it left his foot. I really thought he was setting it up in the middle of the field, but great kick there that just went right into the corner of the goal there. Great job by Greenbrier.
That shot's a hard one to make, but whenever you put it on that angle, it makes it a lot easier, as Sam showed us there.
Oh, big ball that came from the back defender of Greenwood.
That kid's got a really big leg. They looked to him for a couple of long bombs already today.
Yeah, that's 60, 70, 80 yards. Now, it did bounce once or twice, but, yeah, that was a big kick.
And the wind is going that way as well for Greenwood. 25 minutes left to play here in the first half. Greenbrier leads 1-0. Jacob giving a big one up top. Good touch there from Thomas Osborne. Now Bradley Turner has it at his feet. He's fighting for it. They both fall. He's going to turn his man around. He's looking for somewhere to go. Finds Thomas in the middle. Thomas sends it straight back to him on a one-touch. Bradley trying to go inside, but a Greenwood player just gets right in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good job by the Greenwood center backs there. Just putting two bodies in the middle of the field and just stopping Bradley from getting it through there.
Thomas trying to go make a push on it. Unable to come up with it, and now Greenwood trying to go the other way. It's going to go out of bounds off the Panthers, and now Greenwood will have a throw in from roughly the 10-yard line. And they're going to say he crossed the out-of-bounds line, and now Greenbrier will have the throw-in. A little bit windy afternoon here in Greenbrier, and that puts a lot of effect on a lot of sports. We even talked with JB Brazil before his game as Thomas Osborne breaks free, and he's going down. He's got a little bit of pressure, and he's going back outside. Greenwood player makes a play. You know, JB's covering the baseball game right now, and he said that he was expecting to see a couple more bombs tonight than they usually do just because the wind was going in a direction that's helpful for the baseball to travel far.
Yeah. And two, I mean, I'm just happy for a sun-shining day. A lot of these spring sports, you never really know what you're going to get. And so today it's turned out to be kind of a warmer spring day. We've got some potentially some storms rolling in later, so they did move up the game. I think this game was going to start at 5, and they pushed it up to 4:30. Baseball was going to be at 4:30, and they moved it up to 4:15.
Yeah, and Greenwood's got a long drive home.
I was about to say, too, you know, this 5A West Conference, I mean, we do travel a lot. Go to Siloam Springs, Greenwood, Van Buren.
I wonder how many miles we've traveled as a GPSN crew in this past year.
It'd be interesting to see. You know, too, though, a lot of what we've done with GPSN this year has really done a lot more of just trying to make sure we can cover home games and as many home games as we can, and really trying to partner with our other schools whenever they go on the road, that they would broadcast the games, and so it's worked out really well.
You know, it's really been awesome that there have been schools that have said, hey, we're going to send you all of our viewers, and then in return we send them all of our viewers, and that saves trips, that saves, 2 broadcasts doing one game.
There's a couple places we try not to do that with.
Just a few.
Just a few. One just happens to be in Faulkner County, a little to the...
And what's crazy is I've actually volunteered to help them coming up.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of esports. Ben Hawkes sends it into the middle. A beautiful little turner right there. He's going to drop it Thomas Osborne's feet. He's going to control it well. Passes out to Demers now. And now it looks like Alma might regain control. Ball is way up in the air and out of bounds.
It's going to be, it'll be Greenwood ball throw in for the Bulldogs.
Greenwood is one of those places we've traveled to a couple of times this year. We went there for volleyball state. We went there for a basketball game earlier in the year. And they have shown probably the best hospitality I've seen across the state this year. Greenwood has been one of my favorite places to go.
Yeah, they've got great facilities there too. And, I was thinking about on the drive over today up to the field, and I was thinking, when Talon and I had done basketball one time, we got to the end of the basketball season last year, we came up with the best of, We came best hospitality, best, game day experience and different things. And it's been good over the years just to go other places and see how other people do things. Just helps us make a better broadcast at the end of the day.
Sam passing a big one down the field, but he doesn't get enough mustard on it. As Greenwood tries to turn it the other way, and it's just going to roll out of bounds, and Greenbrier will get a big throw in now. And it will be a big one. It's going to travel about 30 yards. Sam has it at his feet. Been great tonight. Has the only goal in this game so far. As Bradley Turnage is going to try and switch sides with it. We have an offsides call.
They're going to get it way back there.
Good. How you doing? Jump game. Yeah, straight into the game. Good to see you, Spencer.
Well, so I think we have a Greenbrier alum, Spencer Demers. That's why. Spencer Demers, yeah.
Been on a mission trip for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
I think Spencer.
good to see him.
Yeah, Spencer may be watching the game today, and we appreciate having you, Spencer.
Greenwood, they're going to line it up with a big one. And now Sam's got it at his feet. That middle of the field's been a little bit vacant here recently. Greenwood's won the balls that have landed in the middle.
There goes Bradley. Really like to see him go ahead and send that ball.
Bradley's pushing. He's going to pass it out to Thomas. Thomas taking his time now. He's going to send it forward, and it's going to bounce to the goalkeeper. Just one bounce ahead of Bradley Turnage. And the goalkeeper will send it far. John Hunter Crum at it. He goes as forward as he can with it. Greenbrier trying to move it around. Whit Garrett's got it now.
Good defense by Whit. Nice step there. Nice cross, too.
And that's that middle of the field I was just talking about getting covered. There's Whit Garrett to cover it. And now Sam fighting for it, and he's going to win his little battle. He's trying to turn it around as he's got some pressure. Thane Johnson, up to Whit Garrett. Now Whit's on the run with a lot of room. He's going to pass it right down the middle. It goes to Bradley. Bradley's on the run, and the goalkeeper's going to fall on top of it. That goalkeeper just a step ahead of the game, gets there in just enough time. Lands at Jacob's feet. Jacob's going to try and find control.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like that foul call there.
I felt like it could have gone either way if you're going to call a foul there. You know, both players. I didn't feel like there was any true possession of the ball by either one. Greenwood's going to have a big kick. It's going to go all the way down the field and out of bounds. Trey Cox watching it go.
Boy, some of those balls, too, are so hard on the keeper. Keeper, trying to be patient, not jump out there too soon or too late. But, man, you get so many bodies down there, and you just don't know where that ball is going to ricochet out off of. And, boy, you really just got to be ready to go and alert and be ready to jump at the ball when it comes through there if you're Trey Cox.
Trey Cox going out to Jacob. Jacob going to get a big leg on it down the field. Bradley Turners will keep it in, and now Whit Garrett's got it at his feet. Whit Garrett cutting it up, making a good move.
He's got Moline.
He's got room. Sends it deep, but maybe just a little too deep.
I think Bradley was looking for it more in the corner. But Moline had some space over here, too, on the near side.
Lots of heads on the ball here. Now it's going to go back in Greenbrier territory and be kicked out of bounds by the Panthers, and it'll be a corner kick.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Burford just to stay with him and ultimately just send it out the end line. Be a corner for the Bulldogs.
It's never going to get in bounds.
Yeah, goal kick.
Yeah, that ball definitely fell awkwardly, but it first hit the top of the crossbar, and then it hit the goalpost, and as soon as it touches that goalpost, it's considered out of bounds. Ben Jaquez back in the game, trying to make something of it. And now Jacob trying to turn it around quick. Big touch inside. A little bit of a mishap there from the Greenwood player, and Thomas Osborne has it. He tries to send it up some, but it looks like Greenwood's going to get a little touch on it right before he can do so. Now here's Devin Parrish. They're going to ask him to stop for a second. I think maybe there was a substitution. Greenwood heads it out of bounds again. Now Devin Parrish lines it up. He's going to drop it back to Ben Jaquez. Ben has it at his feet, and Ben gets it taken away from him. Jacob, big kick down the field. It'll land at an Alma player, Greenwood player's feet, but Thomas steps in after the touch. Now trying to fight for it. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Greenbrier's throw-in. I would imagine Devin is going to come up here and throw it in. He's got a huge, huge arm. I guess arms, plural, with this sport.
But Thomas did a great job just knowing where the ball was going to be and getting there and just being around it, even though the defender, I believe, had the first touch on it. Thomas was there and was able to get to the ball.
And now Greenbrier is going to have their first corner kick opportunity of the night as it travels out the back line. Bradley will sit short. He sends it inside now. After one touch, John Hunter's right there in front of it. Ball's on the ground.
I say, if the keeper controls it with his feet, you see him kicking it in the goal.
Now, you cannot play the ball if you're on the ground. That's a rule out on the field. I don't know if that's a rule for the keeper, however. Can he play it with his feet? Because he had control of it with his feet. Now John Hunter making a lot of good moves, kicking it back out of bounds.
Yeah, good play by John Hunter just to get it out. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a Greenwood throw-in. Now they're going to have substitution.
if you're Greenwood, you might second-guess that substitution because you're going to slow down momentum a little bit. But maybe they're substituting someone in for a good throw-in that can help them some on the offensive side as they still trail 1-0. Big throw inside. John Hunter Crum, the one that's there. Ben Hawkes getting down in front of what could have been a big kick.
Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick.
It'll be, corner kick, and now another sub for Greenwood.
Quick scoring update. What I saw last from softball is Greenbrier leads Alma 2-1 at the end of one.
Now I don't know the exact implications, but I believe that is a big game tonight.
Yeah, it may be. I should have had those standings, but I want to say maybe. I don't think it's for first though, is it?
I do not know. I just knew that I read from softball that it was a really big, impactful game, whatever the outcome's going to be. Greenwood player, he falls on top of it, and now Bradley's going to make a run. Bradley's going down the line. He's beat his man. He shoots it inside. It's just missed. Thomas Osborne there. Goal! Greenbrier gets it in. Thomas Osborne with a great touch after Bradley Turnage puts a good kick on it, and it just misses the goal. And a great stop by the Greenwood goalkeeper, but then Thomas Osborne being there ready for it. And you know what was so beautiful is if you go back and you watch that, Thomas was right there running with the line, not getting in front of anybody. He watched that offsides there, and he made sure he wasn't offsides that time, and he got a beautiful goal to send it 2-0 for the Greenbrier Panthers with 10 minutes left to play in the first half.
I tried to do it. I know, it's good. Oh, big shout out too to Todd Johnson, who does not have a headset but is working our camera for us today. Todd has always been a big supporter of the Greenbrier Panther Sports Network.
Absolutely.
Todd does not get enough praise.
He does not get enough praise. As well as everybody, you know, as well as you and JB and Danny, and from time to time we have, you know, we'll call upon people just to try to fill in a spot here or there. Matt Wilcox is doing color commentary today for the baseball game, and too, if people, you know, don't realize too, we are broadcasting two different games right now. We've got the soccer game here, and then we've got the baseball game over at the baseball field.
There are a handful of other networks that can't do that.
That's right.
Trey Cox getting out in front of it, and now he's going to switch fields with it. Getting over to Matt Moline, and now Matt Moline's got his feet with a little bit of room to work. He's got some speed, and he's going to go up top. Thomas Osborne has a beautiful, great touch inside to Bradley Turnage. Bradley Turnage keeps it at his feet, now back to Thomas. Thomas got another shot. Goal, Greenbrier. Thomas Osborne.
Yeah. Two for Thomas. Yeah.
Two in a matter of about 2 minutes for Thomas Osborne. Greenbrier makes it 3-0 here at John Hawks Memorial Field in Greenbrier.
But too, I mean, you gotta love it from the Greenbrier side. I mean, really being not necessarily being aggressive, too overly aggressive, but really just taking shots and opportunities when you can. And a couple of those just happened to, I mean, the keeper has gotten a hand on it. It's just kind of squibbed through there and have scored for us. And
the placement has really been phenomenal, and Greenbrier's got a lot of great touches on the ball. And, you know, that's something the Greenwood can't say that they've been able to do really well. Big kick again. You know, Greenwood keeps going to that, but they're not getting anything out of it. I mean, that guy, he can't even put it on frame, and that's hurting them. It's just going out of bounds and giving Greenbrier the possession, and they're not really able to build on anything. Really, I feel like if you want to try something like that, you allow your offense to get some more time to get down there to be able to make a play on the ball once it hits the ground. So now Greenbrier, they'll have a chance to turn it around as Greenwood now takes possession.
Oh,
Sam with it. He's going to go out to the wide open Matt Moline. Matt Moline's going to cut it back inside, and he's going to work back outside now. He sees Bradley Turnage inside. Bradley takes his time, pops it through. Matt Moline's there. He makes a play on it, but the Greenwood goalkeeper is there to hit it the other way just in the nick of time. Greenbrier's going to go fast. Bradley's got it outside. He bends it back inside. Big header from Greenwood. Now Greenwood's going to let it bounce. Whit Garrett trying to put some pressure on it. And now Allen's just going to punt it the other way.
Yeah, I wasn't able to pull a roster before we got here, but I'd be interested to see kind of this Greenwood team, if it's kind of a younger team. Is it an older team? Probably a little bit of everything.
Whit Garrett sending a big one to the middle. No Greenbrier player there, however. John Hunter Crum, his height coming in a big advantage today, stopping a lot of corner kicks from getting inside. John Hunter making another good play right there, just kicking it back out, not allowing it to get past that back line, and he's doing his job well for this Panthers team.
Yeah, Greenwood, I mean, they've had the ball, just haven't been able really to connect multiple passes. A lot of times whenever they've gone to make the second pass or whatever, they just haven't been able to find the feet of a teammate, and they've really ended up at the feet of one of the defenders.
Greenwood pushing to the corner, tries to kick it back inside, and Thane's there. He's going to boot it way outside. Girls game to follow this one. We'll still have a second half here for the boys.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go. I mean, really great first half here so far for the Panthers.
Trey Cox there making a big play on it. And now he's giving it up to Matt Moline, who's got a lot of room to work, and he's looking all around. He finds Bradley Turnage in the middle, and Bradley's first touch is a little too strong. We'll go to the feet of Greenwood player. Now Greenwood's trying to turn it around.
You know, one of the things I love about Trey Cox too is he'll just roll the ball out a lot of times. He doesn't. I mean, being the kicker on the football team, sometimes you just want to basically just try to kick it as far as you can down the field or whatever. But Trey does a good job, even though he just kicked that one. But I think he does a good job of mixing it up, but then also just throwing it out, because that throw out to the sides is just a little bit easier ball to control too.
A lot going on there, but Trey Cox comes up with it, and that's what matters for the Panthers. He's going to switch sides, and he's going to use the kick that time, but he's got a really big bag, as some might say. There's a lot of things he can do, and there's a lot of things he can do well. Under 5 minutes now in the first half. Greenbrier's comfortable with a 3-0 lead right now. Still trying to put a lot of pressure on this Greenwood team. Bradley Turnage going to take the ball. He's looking up, sees a man running.
Oh.
It's Matt Moline. Matt Moline gets back. He's going to send it inside, trying to switch fields with it. And now Cody Demers has it at his feet. He's going to kick a high one up, and it's going to go out of bounds.
You got a new keeper over there, don't you?
Yeah, they do. Greenwood does have a new keeper out there. I tell you too. I thought the Greenwood defender had actually made a good play on the ball where Bradley was trying to cross it to Matt. Had made a great kick on the ball, and I thought it was actually the forward. I thought it was 12 that had dropped, but I see now that they've got two captains, one that's playing forward and then one's a defender.
That might be a foul. I think is. They'll call Tom Osborne offsides, but you can see Matt Moline going after that ball, and his defender did not go after the ball, turned and looked at him and went at him with the one shoulder lower than the other. But now Greenwood will line it up. Greenbrier there, putting some pressure on the outside. Greenwood's got it in the middle of the field. A little bit of room to work. They're going to push it up a little bit. They have one man making a couple people miss, but he's going to shoot it just a bit too high. Good looking shot though, I'll tell you.
Yeah, from pretty far out too, but that was a good shot on goal. You know, speaking too of people who don't ever get enough credit, Scott Deemers. He does a lot of work for Greenbrier Athletics. He runs the concession stand a lot during basketball season. Runs the concession stand during soccer season over here.
He does a lot to help out in the community. I mean, running the concession stand is never an easy task, especially whenever your kid is one of the athletes that's playing.
Yeah. But he does a good job, too, of taking those workers and hands them food and tells them to walk around the stands and sell popcorn and hot dogs just to make it a little easier on people so they didn't even have to get out of their seats.
It'll go out of bounds on Greenbrier. Greenwood will have a great position here to throw it in at. They're going to go straight to the middle, and Whit Garrett's there to put a head on and send it back out of bounds. Now Greenwood trying to make a play.
Yeah, nice little
feet on it.
Nice little nice move there by the Greenwood midfielder, but then Matt Moline just fought for the ball a little bit more and got it.
Cody Deemers passes it outside on a one touch to Matt Moline. Matt Moline sends it up, trying to send Thomas, but I don't think Thomas was quite ready for it or maybe thought it was going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, a little hard too. I tell you, the new kicker for Greenwood too. He's got a big foot on him.
Cody Deemer's a beautiful head. He's going to send it backwards.
Nice little flick.
And look at that. Another great touch from Thomas Osborne. Sending it outside to a Greenbrier wing. And now Greenbrier's pushing. And they're going to push quick. Trying to send it inside. Here it goes. Greenwood making a play. Sending it back outside, but not a lot there. Greenbrier still working. 30 seconds left in the first half. Cody Deemers, he's working for it.
Yeah, good job there by Cody. Just putting a little pressure on the ball, just not making it very easy for the offensive player.
I don't know who 28 is, but he had a great steal. You say Isaiah is his name?
Yeah, he's a freshman. I don't remember his last name.
Okay.
Isaiah, freshman. It looks like he's playing right back, but he makes a good play on it, sitting at forward. Now Matt Moline has a chance at it. Probably the last play of the game right here. Bradley Turnage, he's going to turn and try and kick it, and the Greenwood goalkeeper falls on top of it. But Greenbrier coming out of the first half, putting up 3 goals, 1 by Sam and then 2 by Thomas Osborne. A great first half for the Panthers. We will hit a quick timeout, maybe even show a different broadcast that we have going on right now, and we'll be back with more Panther action.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Graham Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Do you have their audio coming in?
No. And we're back. We're going to take, there's not going to be much time here at halftime for the Greenbrier Panther soccer game versus the Greenwood Bulldogs, but we thought we would have a little fun and show you the Greenbrier broadcast of the baseball game. It looks like the Greenbrier Panthers are leading Alma 3-0 in the bottom of the fifth inning. So this is kind of a neat deal, Talon, as sometimes, we just love to, play around with technology and just see different things that we can come up with. And so this is a live look in to the Greenbrier Panther Sports Network broadcast of the Greenbrier Alma baseball game.
Yeah, what a neat opportunity letting all of our viewers get to be able to watch another game during halftime. Sometimes the halftime can a little bit of a lull while the players are getting energy gained back up for the second half. So getting the opportunity to see another game, and let alone to see another Greenbrier team beating any other team in the state.
Yeah.
It's always exciting.
Yeah, I wish there was I'm sure there is, but too bad there's not, kind of another soccer game that's going on right now, and I'm sure there is that some people may have interest in, but since we're already at a spot in the playoffs, we're in the playoffs, but just kind of a neat deal. And like I said, it's for a lot of this, for Talon and I, it's been kind of a labor of love, and really a lot of the broadcasts that we bring to you is because Talon spends the time with the equipment and bringing it out and setting it up. But we've got a lot of great volunteers that help out, and Todd Johnson with helping us with soccer games, JB and Danny and Matt Wilcox helping out with baseball games. A lot of times we've gone and you and Danny have done softball games, and so really it just kind of takes a little bit of everybody.
I mentioned it last Friday. It kind of takes a village to run this whole thing. It takes a lot of people stepping up and giving their time to be able to do this. Todd giving his time during these games to be able to help us, and you giving up some of your time, and myself giving up some of my time, which I'm more than happy to do, and I've loved doing over the last 2 years. It's been a lot of fun getting to do these games, and next year I'm sure that there are going to be even newer things that we'll be able to bring to the broadcast, as I'll get to sit up in Fayetteville and pull the game up on my patio, and I'll get to text you this time and tell you what you're doing wrong.
That's right. That's one of the things is a lot of times when I have friends and family that are watching the game, they let us know and let me know pretty quick if there's something that needs to be changed or added. And but too, I mean, we love getting feedback about all the things that are going on and what people would like to see, what they don't like to see, and but really, I mean, this is just an opportunity. We're just so grateful to be able to bring these games not only to Greenbrier, but friends and family that aren't able to make the games. I said it during, I think, basketball or football season. I've got an aunt and uncle that live in Oregon, and so they're not ever going to make any of my kids' sporting events. And so having games on live stream and having them broadcasted over the internet really does just provide something for those that can't make it to a game.
Yeah, and it's really neat. I've even heard stories of opposing coaches coming up and saying, thank you for broadcasting this game because it's given my parents who live in South Carolina the opportunity to watch me coach for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's really neat to hear those experiences that we can help someone's parents that live out in South Carolina get to see their daughter coach. I believe it was a volleyball game that we were doing.
Yeah.
Get to coach a volleyball game for one of the first times. They've never been able to see that. She was a new coach, and we helped them get that opportunity. And just doing that for people has been really cool.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed hearing those stories. And I remember one time, I think it was Josh Robinson's mom had a business trip maybe, and it could have been someone else's mom, but she came up to me after her business trip and she said, hey, I was in LA last week and I got to see all of my kids' games. I didn't miss anything. I still felt like I was there, and I was able to talk to him after the game about his game, and understand what he was talking about, and that was cool. You know, hearing these stories, it's really neat.
Yeah, and I remember seeing a tweet one time, I think, from like the Alma girls basketball coach, because they were watching our broadcast to see how our Greenbrier game ended up, because that game determined on whether they were going to make the playoffs or not. And so anyway, so it was kind of neat to see the old Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network broadcast up in an Alma locker room, and it's just so neat. And like I said, it's been a labor of love, and these soccer games.
Well, and you think about COVID this year. I remember at one point Coach Edmondson had got sick, and he was unable to be at one or even two of the games for the girls basketball team, and he had the broadcast pulled up at his house, and he didn't miss a minute of the action.
Yeah, and I even remember too, Coach Colton Smith was letting everybody know that, or somebody had asked him, hey, do you have any game film on so-and-so player? And they're like, well, no, actually we don't, but you can go to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network YouTube page and find all the games that are out there.
And 4 of the girls on his soccer team him and Coach Larry's soccer team, 4 of them have signed to play college soccer at 4 different schools across the state of Arkansas. So it's really been that's really cool. Just what we've been able to provide is Greenwood starts it off this half, and they go back to what they normally do, and I bet you can never guess it is off frame.
Hold on, I gotta get Todd set up over here. I had broadcasted the baseball game to a secondary monitor over here, and he's tapping me on the shoulder, going, "Hey, you need to change that."
You know, I don't know if Wood is listening or not. I'm sure he's not listening to this one. He might be at the baseball game. But one suggestion that I think would be cool is if you found some TVs to put the broadcasts on during the games at the concession stands, so that people don't miss out on the action while going to get a snack from old Scott Deemers. As Trey Cox tries to line one up for Matt Moline, and he's unable to get there in just enough time. Greenwood keeping it over on their side of the field so far. Well, I guess on Greenbrier's side of the field so far. You know, Greenbrier's not looking to push so much. They're not looking to be as aggressive. Bradley tries to line up a running Sam. I'm going to try and say his last name, and forgive me if I make a mistake. Sam Angelis. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's what we're going to say it is.
That's what we're going to go with.
And he had a goal in the first. He had the opening goal as Bradley makes a move on it. He's pushing quick. It's going to stop in the middle of the field, and it's going to roll. Nobody able to get there except for the Greenwood player. It looks like the bottom of Ben Hawkes' cleat just fell off.
Pull the old Zion.
Well, hopefully Ben Hawkes is not hurt like Zion got hurt from that time.
Yeah.
It looks like he's fine. He just is holding the bottom of a cleat in his hand now. And he slips and falls there because he's got no cleats on practically. And now Greenwood trying to line something up. Not a lot of pressure put on Greenwood yet. Just kind of Greenbrier really just staying in front of him. Trying to line something up. Sends a guy to the corner. Has him wide open. He sends it back inside. And now Thane Johnson's there, and he's going to kick it out of bounds. And a throw-in now for the Bulldogs.
I think they're going to get. Yeah, they're not going to hold up the throw-in as Greenbrier is going to go ahead and make the substitution. And Cody was running on before they had called him on.
Well, and lucky for the Greenwood player, his foot was far over the line whenever he threw that one in as well. That was called earlier. And he's going to step over the line again, but no one's going to see it that time.
Looks like John Hunter had headed the ball, but kind of misheaded it. Looks like it might have got him more in the eye. Kind of went up, but the sun was in his eye, and
Greenwood been good on the corner kicks. Another good kick inside this time. It's at the feet of a Greenwood player. John Hunter gets out in front of it. Now Devin, he kicks it down. John Hunter kicks it back out. Bradley trying to put some pressure on. Greenwood passing it around, having some trouble getting control of the ball. And now Sam's got it at his feet with a little bit of room to work. Slide tackles missed. Sam's on the break. He's going to send it forward. And here comes Thomas. Thomas going to try and go out and make a play on it. And Greenwood's going to have to kick it out of bounds and give their defense a little bit of time.
yeah, great job there by Greenbrier, really just trying to push it forward.
Greenbrier still pushing and pushing quick.
I was trying to bring.
Bradley Turnage, he's got a shot on it. He lines it up, but it's going to be just a little bit outside. He had to make a quick decision as it was a miss by a Greenwood player. Now, Whit Garrett kind of hits him in the face unexpectedly. And now here's Cody Deemers. Deemers passes it to Bradley. Bradley turns it around. He's on the run. Looks like he might have gotten grabbed, and they're going to call a foul.
Yep, I think just outside the 18. So
it's
no
going to
penalty,
be.
But definitely the defender there felt like he was beaten, man, and he was just really just trying to grab what he could.
He definitely was, and if there's one person on this team that you don't want a free open look at the goal, you don't want him to go one-on-one with your keeper, it's Bradley Turnage, I'll tell you.
I was hoping we could get the stats and stuff, because I'm assuming that the leading scorers on the team are Bradley and Thomas, right?
I would imagine so. I'm not sure.
I think Thomas is a little ahead.
Yeah.
Bradley's going to try and bend that one upper 90, but he puts just a bit too much mustard on it, and it goes too far.
Greenbrier leads Alma in baseball 6-0. I feel like they were in the top of the 6th. See if I can get a score on the softball game.
Big kick there, and now Matt Moline, he puts it in front of Bradley, and now Bradley gets it out to Thomas Osborne. Thomas trying to kick it back inside. It's going to go out of bounds off of a Greenwood player. And now Matt Moline's going to throw it in bounds. He's going to throw it, put it at the feet of Bradley. Cody Deemers has it, trying to switch fields. Passes out to Sam. Sam's got it at his feet. He's working, splits a defender, kicks it inside to the goalie, and the Alma goalkeeper is there to scoop it up.
That was a hard shot towards the goal. Looked like softball at the end of 3 is now it's tied 2-2.
Alma's trying to push it now. They've got a little bit of room on the outside. They're going quick. Jake was there to put pressure on the guy that's twice his size. And it's going to be a corner kick, it looks like, out of bounds off of the Panthers.
Yeah. Good job there by Burford. Too, really, once the Greenwood player was able to send it in towards the box, Jacob, he was still on him a little bit, and I think the player, he got the takedown. Oh, that was
Greenwood's going to let the first one. I don't know if that was a set, but if it was, it worked well.
I think it was. I think it's a set play to let the first player come through. He's going to act like he's going to touch it, but he's not going to. Yep, they're gonna get the Greenwood defender with a shove in the back. As Bradley was getting jumping in the air to try to head it. He did get pushed in the back.
Thane the Hammer Johnson. He's going to pass it short now to Matt Moline. Good open look, and now Matt's got some room. He's going to pass it inside to Cody Deemers. Cody Deemers goes outside to Bradley. Bradley passes it in. Sam trying to make a play on it, unable to get positioning. Now Thomas trying to fight for it. Sam gets underneath it. Good touch from Sam. Sam gets pushed in the back. They'll call that a foul, as they should.
I don't think so. I think he he did call it. Okay, I was wondering. I thought he looked like he had motioned that it was just Greenbrier throw in, but he did call that foul.
This time it's going to be Cody Deemers. It's going to get to kick in. They're going to send John Hunter up.
Yeah, I noticed they sent John Hunter up into the box.
Great ball from Cody Deemers, but no one just in the field right there. It's going to land in a bunch of free real estate. And Greenwood will get the goal kick. This kid's got a big leg, and he typically just winds it and kicks it, and wherever it lands, it lands. Beautiful head there from Jacob as it goes inside from Matt Moline to Cody. Cody's going to send it far outside to Sam, and it's going to take a backwards bounce, but Sam's going to turn around and go get it. Thomas Osborne, he's got it now, staying on his feet. He sends it inside. Greenbrier player not there, but now Whit Garrett's got it on his feet with so much time to work. He's going to line one outside. It's missed, but headed in right there from Bradley Turnage. Beautiful shot from the 30 or 40-yard line from Whit Garrett. Hits the top of the crossbar, bounces down. Alma goalkeeper unable to make a play on it. Greenwood goalkeeper unable to make a play on it.
Yeah, or was it Deemers that? It was Deemers that shot it from out. It was Witt. Okay, and I think the Greenbrier players actually thought it had broken the plane to where it was a goal, but the referees did not see it that way. They did not see it that way, and so luckily Bradley's there to put it back in. So that gives him 2 and Thomas 2. Am I correct?
Sam got first.
Sam got the first one. It gives Thomas 1. Thane Johnson, the hammer, loses his shoe. 30 minutes now left in this half, the final half. Greenwood not knowing it's a foul call. Greenbrier making a wall of 4. Matt Moline steps into it with Jacob, John Hunter Crum, and Ben Hawkes, who has new cleats on now. It's a big kick, straight on frame, and Trey Cox is there. He's going to give it out to a running Matt Moline, and Matt Moline's going to get a good touch. Got him to make a man miss.
You got, like I said a second ago, Trey did a great job of throwing the ball out, but throwing it just enough in front of Matt Moline to get up there and give him just a couple steps to get to the ball.
Oh, that's a foul. Whoa, big fight now. Matt Moline's got hands being thrown at him. They're going to have to bring the Greenwood players and hold him back. He'll get a red card for that, coming up behind a man and hitting him in the back of the head. In the streets, you get arrested for it. Number 4 will be escorted off the field.
Yeah, I was interested to see whether it was going to be a yellow or a red, but they're going to go ahead and give him the red.
There is no room for that in sports whatsoever. They'll give Matt Moline a yellow.
I'm assuming it's just for the retaliation. Yeah.
And I don't know if I like that in sports. I understand that you can't retaliate, but if a kid hits you in the back of the head and gets a chokehold on you, you're telling me you can't defend yourself at that point?
Yeah, it's probably good for Matt to pull down right now.
Yeah.
Those are fighting moves right there. I'll tell you.
Yeah, so that'll be, but that will be good. Almost like a double technical in basketball. Give Matt an opportunity to go to the bench and rest up for a second, collect himself.
Yeah, and you never want to be pulled out of the game for something that's kind of out of your control like that, but
I was about to say too. Will they play? I guess they'll play a man down now.
Right 2 up top. I'm counting 10 out there.
Yeah, they've got 10, so they'll play a man down.
yeah. They'll let Greenwood get a big kick here. Trey Cox is going to try and make a play on it, but it's going to drop fast. The wind in Greenbrier's favor, and John Hunter Crum's there to make a play on it. Sam and Angelus, I'm trying to say it. He's going to pass it up to Bradley Turnage, and Bradley taking his time, and now Witt's got it in the middle of the field. Time is no concept here for him. Oh, and Bradley was going to try and send it inside to Thomas, but Thomas wasn't ready for it. Big kick to the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Witt kind of pass over the purpose more a little bit there, just kind of center down the middle, but really like to see him really try to put that ball at the feet of one of our players. Greenwood's on the move.
Greenwood trying to push up now. Nobody's there. And Devin's going to kick it back out to the middle of the field, but Greenwood's going to be at their feet. Now they try and pass outside. They go back inside, trying to make a few moves. Big kick, but it's going to go far above the goal and sail out of bounds. Trey Cox will have a free chance here.
Yeah. Too, I'd be interested to see too how the Greenwood, how they change up how they attack on offense and what their defense is set up. Being a man down and only having 10 out there, did look like they went ahead and almost kind of dropped another one. Maybe instead of 4 back, it may be closer to 5. At this point, they may be less concerned with offense, but just trying to play more defense at this point.
Yeah, especially with a 4-0 lead, and you can tell there's a lot of frustration from the Greenwood side of things as Whit Garrett makes a good move. He's going to send it up. It's going to go to the corner, and Thomas Osborne, he's going to try and go make a play on it, and he is not going to be able to keep it in bounds.
A little too much there.
Whit Garrett, great idea, trying to make it unplayable for the Alma goal. Oh, man, Greenwood goalkeeper. I keep saying Alma.
Because the baseball game's playing Alma. Baseball and softball are playing Alma.
Yeah, we played Alma just Friday night.
It's interesting, though, that the baseball game against Alma is being played in Greenbrier, which they moved to Greenbrier, but the softball game is being played in Alma.
I don't know, Sean. I don't make the rules.
I'm not sure on that.
Greenwood trying to push now. They have a little bit of room. Big send back inside, but John Hunter Crum using all 6 feet and probably 7 inches of himself to get up in front of it. And now Greenwood tries to put a shot on goal, but it's going to go far above, and Trey Cox is going to have another goal kick here. I'll tell you, we talked a lot about it, Coach Kevin and I, Friday night about the progression some of these guys have made. But you see John Hunter Crum he's probably roughly 6'6", 6'7", somewhere close to that. And most guys that are that big don't really play soccer. It's harder to move around fast in a soccer game, but John Hunter has gotten so good at positioning himself to get in front of the ball as a defensive back, as a defensive mid too. Playing the defensive mid, it's a lot harder than playing a defensive outside. And he's done a really great job back there holding his line and just making sure that nothing gets past him.
Yeah, and Deemers and Matt Moline are going to check back in.
Dane Johnson, he's got it at his feet. Makes a great play up top to Bradley Turnage. Bradley, good one touch to Thomas, but Thomas just misses it by an inch or two.
Well, it just happened to bounce. If it doesn't bounce as high off the turf, I believe Bradley or Thomas would have had it to be able to flick it in front of him, but it just the bounce it took was over his head.
23 minutes left here in the second half. Greenwood's going to switch fields, and they're trying to push now. Send it back inside and then back out. Turning it around and trying to find somewhere to go. They're going to push the corner and they're going to send it inside, but it's going to travel out of bounds and it'll hit the outside of the goal and give Trey Cox another free opportunity here. Give Greenbrier a little bit of time to push forward. Noah Tice here down on the side, unable to control it right before it goes out of bounds. And now Greenwood's going to have a throw in here. Noah Tice, he's been playing pretty well tonight, playing one of the wing positions. Thomas Osborne sends it back to Cody Demers, and now Cody's going to try and switch fields with it, but it lands at the feet of a Greenwood player. Greenwood now looking for somewhere to go. Ben Jaquez is there. Cody Demers now to Noah Tice, and Noah Tice is pushing. He's got a lot of room. Passes it to Ben Jaquez. Ben goes back inside. Now it's outside to Bradley. Bradley making a man fall. He's going to send one, and it's just going to be too high and outside.
Nice little heel kick there by
Ben.
Yeah,
I think it was Ben.
Yeah, it
Jaquez.
was. Jaquez, yeah. Great heel kick to send it to Thomas, who got it to Bradley. Just a great job there. Just teamwork, good teamwork.
You know what's great? You know, Thomas and Bradley both. No, Thomas only has one goal in this game, but they don't care about that. They're just trying to score. They're trying to play correct ball and just put more points on the board. And they know that going into the latter half of the season, especially in the postseason, it's going to be important that they just make the correct play. And that's what they do. They just make the correct play. As Devin now is going to check back in.
Do we know who we're going to play? Do we know who we're going to
for Isaiah Kelly.
We think we're playing
Lakeside.
Lakeside beats
Okay. I was just trying to get an idea from resident soccer expert over here on what the state playoffs look like, but I believe Greenbrier, being the 4 in the West, will play number 1 in the South. And I believe that's probably going to be Lakeside, Hot Springs Lakeside.
We've been Hot Springs Lakeside before, Sean. Did a basketball game.
We have. That was one of the first times where we had been to a basketball game that had a spotlight, where they shut all the lights off and proceeded to use spotlights.
We had no clue what was going on.
And too, if you remember, it was the Japanese baseball team
from the sister city.
Yes,
in Japan. How unique!
Yes, it was pretty. That was pretty cool. They were really into the game too,
and they were in town for a scrimmage against Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you never hear about those kind of things, and I never even knew something like that existed.
Yeah. Well, I know too. In Conway, they I think they have a sister city. I think overseas, but I know there's a Conway, South Carolina too. So Conway, Arkansas, and then Conway, South Carolina.
It's going to go straight to Bradley. Bradley's going to give it up to Matt Moline, but a Greenwood player's there first. Passing it around and now to the middle. Thane Johnson's going to step up, make a play on it.
That was a good step there by Thane.
Jacobs sending it back forward. Now unable to keep it on the ground as it hits Cody Demers right in the face.
I don't think that was. I don't think he had intended to head the ball. The ball headed him.
Cody Demers getting out in front of it, staying in front of it. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, they're going to call.
Can't slide from behind.
Yep.
Cody's showing some great sportsmanship, giving the guy a pat on the back. His older brother, Spencer Demers.
Yeah, we talked about earlier. I've been FaceTiming with some people here. Mainly his mom, but he did stop in to say hello to Todd too.
Big send forward, and now Noah Tice tries to go make a play, and he gets hit by the goalie.
Oh. Noah gives up, I don't know, probably at least 100 pounds to the goalie. Minimum. Probably more like 150.
Great send inside. Now Thompson's going to try to go make a play on it. Oh, and the goalkeeper coming out of the goal to get down on top of it.
Yeah, a great job there by the goalie coming out for Greenwood and getting that ball. Because if we'd have had Greenbrier would have had 1 or 2 more steps on that, I think that's a goal.
Thane Johnson getting out in front of it. He's got quick feet. He hits the ball really quick, getting it out and away from the back line of defense. Now Greenwood looks like they may be sitting across the back line, trying to switch sides, but now they're going to go to the middle. Matt Moline is there. He gets in front of it. He's going to run after it now, and it's going to go out of bounds off of him. Substitutions here for both teams as Whit Garrett checks back in and Sam Angelis checks back in as well. Noah Tice going to take a breather as well as Cody Deemers. Whit Garrett got it in the middle, passes it to Bradley. Bradley puts it down on the ground to Thomas. Thomas's first touch is in the air. Now a fight for it. It lands at the feet of Ben Jaquez. And now Ben trying to make a couple moves. He's going to push forward now with a little bit of room. He's going to send it through the line to Thomas. Thomas tries to pass it back to Bradley, but a Greenwood player is there. And now Jacob has it. Jacob going forward, and a Greenwood player makes a bad touch on it.
It was a great header there by Burford. Yep, I look to switch the field right here. Good job by Crum getting out of the way. Do a little hop, letting the ball go through, let Devin get it.
A little bit too much lead away from Devin to Matt Moline. It's going to travel out of bounds. Greenwood will have the throw in now. Big throw in here from the Greenwood player. They're going to put a head on and send it the other way. Oh, Devin.
Yeah, they're going to get Devin on the. Yeah, they're going to get Devin on the foul.
That's one of those where he's just got a much bigger body. You got 2 guys going up for it, and one ends up on the ground. It's one that you got to call. And Devin's just got to be a little bit more aware of it the next time.
Yeah.
Greenwood's going to try and push up their back line. And they're going to get it through. It's kicked into the middle. And Greenwood completely misses there.
Very dangerous for Greenbrier. Ball's going to go out of bounds, though. Final from over at baseball. After the first game, Greenbrier beats Alma 7-0.
Good little shutout. I don't know who pitched tonight, but good shutout pitches from them.
Yep.
Going to be a corner kick now for the Bulldogs. Just under 15 minutes left to play. Greenbrier sitting comfortable with a 4-0 lead. It's not going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a throw-in. And Ben Jaquez puts a head on it and gets it out. Now John Hunter Crum getting in front of it. Lands at the feet of Greenwood play. They turn around and kick it out of the goal. And Trey Cox has it in his hands. He's going to punt it, and he's going to punt it out to Sam. Sam's got some leadway. Kicks it back inside to Bradley. Bradley on the run.
Thomas is going to be there with support.
Bradley to Thomas. Thomas outside. Oh, the goalkeeper landing right in front of it. That's a great save there from the Greenwood goalkeeper. Wow.
I tell you, whenever we took off in the attack there, I felt like we were going to score on that play.
Absolutely.
You got 2 of our best forwards up there with Bradley and Thomas, and I thought, this is a goal, but, give credit to the Greenwood goalkeeper who comes out and slides and just takes the ball from Thomas's foot.
Now Trey Cox is there to pick it up. Trey's going to punt this one deep to the middle. It's going to land at the feet of an Greenwood player. Sean, you said the Alma score over the baseball game. Now I got Alma stuck back in my head. Sam and another guy fighting for it.
Is baseball double hit?
Oh, through 6. Softball. Greenbrier 2, Alma 6.
So the Lady Panthers softball team will have some
work to do there.
Big kick to the middle there. Thane Johnson, he's just going to kick it out of bounds. I think he might have had just a few seconds right there to be able to turn it around, and he had plenty of Panther support to pass it to. As Greenbrier checks a couple guys back in, and Greenwood checks a ton of guys in.
Angel Jimenez, right? Jimenez is going to check in at goalie. I was wondering if we had another goalkeeper. I knew we probably did, but I was interested to see if we would try to get another goalkeeper a little bit of work here at the end of this game.
And as your oldest son, John Mark, likes to say, Trey Cox can have Skittles time now.
Skittles time.
And there we go. Angel already making a couple of plays out there. Reaches out and gets a big one. Trying to find someone to go to. Great punt. It's going to go far, but an Alma player unable to make a good play on it. Greenwood player. And now Greenwood's got it at their feet and they're pushing.
John Mark does love Skittles.
He said that whenever the starters were pulled at the end of the game, whenever they knew it was this is probably a secured victory, they would all eat Skittles, and they called it Skittles time.
Skittles time.
Oh, Bradley takes one to an unpopular area.
Yeah.
But now Sam's going to make a play on it with a man down in the middle of the field. Still no stoppage yet.
Yeah.
And here comes the stoppage.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And two, you really.
Greenwood players standing all on top of him. Give him a little space, guys. Come on.
Yeah. But two, you definitely want to see, the referee stop play and allow the player to have some rest or get off field, because really where he's at on the field could cause injury to him, just because there are so many other players around that. Somebody else too that probably doesn't get nearly the credit they do is Anna Rogers, who's the trainer for all of Greenbrier Athletics. She is the new Coach G. Griffin Hawthorne, long-time trainer here. With a partnership with Conner Regional.
I think Coach G came in whenever I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah. He'd been here a number of years and then went to work in one of the orthopedic offices. And so Anna's here now. And two, Greenbrier's really benefited from that relationship with Conner Regional and all the...
They'll call a foul against, not on Whit Garrett.
Oh, they're going to say play. They're going to say play.
Greenbrier got possession back there.
Yeah.
Play, and now they lose it right after that. John Hunter stepping up, making a big play on it. Jacob, he's got some time to boot it out. He was going to go out the back, but now he doesn't have to. Greenwood gives him enough time to turn it around and go the other direction.
Yeah, I think the Greenwood player was looking for a foul, didn't get it, and then once Burford controlled the ball, the Greenwood player didn't try to attack, which gave Burford time to just clear it out on the side just for a throw for Greenwood.
Big throw in. Cody Demers trying to kick it the other way. Cody Demers puts his foot down and kicks it far. Cody Demers again. Oh, he gets an elbow in the face.
Kind of an inadvertent, just kind of ran into an elbow there.
Now Thane the Hammer Johnson. He's going to put a big one downfield to Noah Tice. Noah Tice tries to turn it. Puts a little too much power on it. And now Greenwood's going. Noah getting a little bit of pressure on the ball. Greenwood goes back inside. Devin Brannon trying to make some put some pressure on it. And now Sam's got it. He's going to go to the inside with a lot of room to work. He passes it up to Thomas. Thomas now has it, tries to turn it back inside, nowhere to go. Devin Parrish putting it on the ground. Good little one touch from Cody Deemers to Noah Tice. And it looks like Devin Brandon's going to be called off sides on his first chance at running to the corner to grab that one.
Trying to see if there was any updates. Any updates on the softball game?
Greenwood player falls. Devin Parrish is there to help pick him up. 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
18.
18. I thought it was rolling still. I saw 18. Usually
you were trying to hedge your bet.
A little bit of inside the booth information. Usually whenever I'm reading the clock, I read the clock. I usually take about a second to gather what I'm about to say. I lean in and then I say it, and by the time I say it and it comes out through the broadcast, it's been about 3 seconds. But they stopped the clock for a substitution at 8 minutes and 18 seconds. The clock will resume here shortly. And here we go.
Here we go.
Big kick here.
Big kick. They're going to give it a corner.
It's going to be a corner off the head of a Greenbrier Panther.
It too, if you're the Panthers here, I mean, really what you want to do is maintain this shutout. You've played strong for, 73 minutes at this point. Finish out this final 7 minutes.
Devin Brennan. Oh. Devin Brennan kicks it outside to Ben Hawkes. Ben Hawkes unable to get to it.
Good job there by Greenwood, but an even better job by Angel diving and knocking the ball out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick.
Greenwood will have another opportunity at a corner kick. They've been great from the corner this game, just unable to connect. And really, it's been John Hunter Crum who's kind of clogged up that middle and used his height to get to the ball first. This time they're going to put it on the ground. Sam's going to get to it first, and he's got a ton of running room. Not a lot of pressure there. He's going to send it inside. Devin Brandon.
Your defenders are, one of the defenders was still up here on the attacking side of the field. Oh, no.
Ben Hawkes trips up on the ball, and he falls down. He's going to stay down. Looks like he may be a little shaken up.
Now the counterattack there for the Panthers was
Devin Brennan finding some position. He's going to try and turn it around, and the Greenwood player is going to grab him, and they're going to call the foul now.
Burford surveying the field. Oh, we got a substitution. Garrett's going to check in. I was thinking who. Looks like we got a couple substitutions. A couple more substitutions. Looks like Moline and then 23, Trevor Hall.
Yes.
23, Trevor Hall.
The numbers
I
are out
wish.
of order on my roster.
Oh, are they? What does it have Trevor on there?
The numbers are off on that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, our person that gave us the roster.
Yeah, there it
gave
is.
us a bad roster, I guess.
It is Trevor Hall, number 23.
Definitely hard to find good help these days.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. But, too, I mean,
That's Jeshua Amos.
yeah, I wish we could wish we had a camera on the field for soccer, as you could get a close-up shot of Hall's hair. He has a lot of hair.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
Greenwood under 5 minutes here, trying to get something. And there's Angel there again, making another good play on it.
Yeah, this is some good minutes for Angel here at the end of this game to get some game experience. And here comes Thomas.
Thomas making a play. He's pushing now. He goes outside to Hall. Hall putting some pressure on it. Oh, and he's just going to touch it before it goes out of bounds. Some more substitution changes.
Yeah, Hall just couldn't get to it. Good job by the outside back of Greenwood. There's Thomas. Big shot. Made in the little goal in the end zone, outside the end zone. I was about to say too, I'd be surprised. I would think it here for too long. I think they would probably. I think he might be getting close to substituting Thomas out. Give him a little break in this final home game for these Greenbrier seniors.
Devin Parrish now has it at his feet with a lot of time.
Good job there by Matt Moline,
yeah, Grace
too.
sitting up front.
Yeah, crossing it. Greenwood keeper's going to come out and get it. I'll lose it out of bounds.
Now under 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Sam making a good touch on it. Now Thomas Osborne has it at his feet. He's going to try and push it on the other side of his. Oh, he's going to bend it back inside and misses it just to the left of the goal by a few feet. Man, what a shot.
What?
The clock is supposed to stop whenever the team that's winning under 5 minutes makes a substitution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, new rule this season to allow for the away team to allow for less time to be wasted on substitutions.
Okay.
Now Jacob, he's going to get pushed up to a wing position. Another big kick down the field.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd like to see Witt just drop it there. He already had pressure on him. I know he would like to work it around and move it forwards, but it's easier just to make that drop and then move it forward.
Christopher Ibarrera passing it up to Hall now. Hall's going to have the throw in. He's going to go to Thomas in the middle. Thomas working, making some guys miss, keeping it in front of him. Making another guy miss. He's going to rip another one, but this one's really tall and up high. It's going to hit a goal post, and it's going to be considered out of bounds. Another substitution here for the Panthers.
What's Wesley Everett coming in? Got the best hair on the team, Sean.
Ah.
Wesley Everett.
Thought Hall had the best hair, but Everett's. And he's going to check in. Everett's going to check in for Hall.
Apparently he got that hair from his dad, which surprises all of us.
1.5 minutes left now. Greenwood still trying to work.
Come back, Titus.
There's Titus making a big play on it. Now with Garrett. He's going to bring it back inside. He's going to line it up, and he doesn't get the bend he wants on it, sending it just too far outside. One minute left here at John Hawks Memorial Field after this game. The Greenbrier girls will take on Greenwood girls, and even with a loss, which is probably unlikely with this Greenbrier lady team, that I believe they're undefeated in conference play, but they have one tie against Siloam. And they went and beat Siloam, and now they have a lead on conference. I believe that they can lose this game, and if they were to tie with Siloam, they would have the tiebreaker points.
Okay.
So they have first place in the conference.
I tell you too, there's some great players on that Greenbrier girls soccer team too.
4 girls are playing at the next level. Yeah. One playing Division I.
Yeah. Rios.
Melissa Rios.
Man, she is a great player, and she's the younger sibling to Benji Rios.
Ball game.
And that's going to be the ball game.
Greenbrier wins 4-0. Greenwood's going to have a long bus ride home, very rattled in the head. Not the greatest display of sportsmanship I've seen, but what a great performance.
Really just that one player, but great job by the Panthers coming out early and often and really getting a couple goals early and really setting the tone for this game, and really to come out and finish this game 4-0. You got to be happy for these. You got to be happy for these Greenbrier Panthers.
Absolutely. They're going to go to the state tournament as a 4 seed currently. We believe that they're going to play Hot Springs Lakeside, and they'll have a lot of fun at that tournament. And then the girls coming up next. They have a big one here tonight against Greenwood as well. We'll have that game to follow. Stay with us. There's about 20 minutes left before the next game.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, Their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And welcome back to Greenbrier. This game is going to get underway just about 5 minutes early. Some bad weather expected to come in to the state of Arkansas tonight. Greenwood's got a long drive home, and they like to beat it a little bit. And it looks like Greenwood does the same thing to start. They're going to have the ball. They're going to kick it back to a defender, and then the defender's just going to send it as hard as they can. And now Greenbrier's got possession, and they're pushing.
Yeah, I would expect the same thing. I would expect the same thing here against for the girls as we saw in the boys' game. Really like to see them jump out on Greenwood early, get a lead, and go from there.
AC passing it back. Looks like Kelsey Deemers is playing in one of the center back positions tonight. A lot of playoff implications going on really all afternoon this afternoon. You know, boys and girls soccer and the baseball team.
Yeah, we were talking between really pivotal games for the softball team. They're playing in Alma. The baseball team's playing Alma. They're playing here. But softball lost the first game, and they lost by 2. And so now they'll have to win this next game and win it by 3 in order to make it into the playoffs. So it's almost like a play-in situation.
Shot on goal. It's Alyssa Rios switching it across their body, going to the other side of the goal. The goalkeeper caught staring at it. 1-0. Greenbrier on top just 2.5 minutes into the game.
I tell you, though, too, Melissa Rios is not the one that you want to basically be sleeping on back there and not knowing where the ball is when it gets into her feet, because she knows how to score.
That she does. Melissa Rios, the Arkansas State commit.
Yeah, she is a phenomenal player. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by Greenwood just kicking the ball to essentially the Greenbrier defender, because even if the defender didn't necessarily possess or control it off the initial kick, they don't have enough time to get down the field in order to try to possess that ball.
Greenbrier now trying to push it just a little bit. AC's got it over in the corner. She brings it back inside. Tries to push it inside to Hannah Adams, and just slightly off target. And Maddie Wilbanks trying to go after it. Maddie Wilbanks, she committed to play at Williams Baptist, another senior on the squad.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start from the Panthers. You know, within 2 minutes scoring that first goal.
Now Greenwood, they have a little bit of an opening here, trying to push it. They have numbers, but Kelsey Deemer, she gets out in front of it, gives the Greenbrier defense a little bit more time to get back. Big send to the corner.
Had to make an adjustment to the thermostat.
I thought it was starting to get cold, and I forget that y'all I have to bring a hoodie. That's always what I had to do during football season.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'll miss broadcasting on nights here at John Hawks Memorial Field in Greenbrier, Arkansas, but
I tell you, we do have some obviously some great facilities, and man, it makes it a lot easier to be able to broadcast these games whenever you've got a good setup like we do here.
Yeah, there was nothing like doing a home game here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. "36 minutes left to play in the first half. Greenbrier leads 1-0. A goal comes out early from Melissa Rios, just a straight-up shot inside. And now AC's breaking on it. She gets a good header on it. Now it's at her feet. I believe that was Maddie Wilbanks trying to send it forward, and now Tigges Holmes had it.
I was about to say, too, when we talked earlier about, the Greenbrier baseball team playing here and but the softball team playing in Alma, I think it's because, too, that Alma softball game is really for who goes to state, and so they're not going to want to have that game played in Greenbrier. They're going to want to play it at home in Alma. Rios was looking for Tigges. Good look there by the Panthers.
Greenbrier trying to get possession in the middle of the field. That's Tigges Holmes that's fighting for it. She's going to go back to Allison Evans now, and she's going to go down to Lexi Carter. They'll go to the middle, Melissa Rios, and she'll send it back. Trying to switch sides now. They find the open Hannah Adams. She's going to pass it to the open Tigges Holmes. Tigges brings it back inside, trying to find a little bit more working room. He goes right back to her. Splits two defenders, and it's going to Maddie Wilbanks. Maddie Wilbanks, she's got a leg. She's going to send it up to the corner. If she puts just a little bit too much mustard on it, it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick now for Greenwood.
Yeah, just a little too much there, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
Looks like maybe
the goal is off.
The goal is off. It's the power of Melissa Rios kicking one through the net earlier in the game. Big kick downfield right at the feet of Melissa Rios. And now Tigges Holmes has it. She's going to go to Maddie Wilbanks, and it's going to be passed around the back line. Hannah Adams has it now on the outside, passing inside to Tigges Holmes. Misses her by just a little bit. And now it's going to be a Greenbrier throw-in. It looks like Maddie Wilbanks is wearing a brace on her wrist, and so she's going to be unable to throw it in tonight. And that's typically something that your outside backs do, as they'll come up and throw it in. So it's throwing the rotation just a little bit.
You yawning on me over there?
I was. I'm sorry. Greenbrier fighting for it. Fighting around the middle of the field. It's going to be a called foul to a foul called against Greenwood, and Greenbrier's going to get a free kick. Correction, it's going to go the other way. It's going to be a Greenwood free kick.
Maybe a handball or something?
I'm not even sure what was really called. Looks like there's the Greenwood player that was going to take the kick is limping a little bit. Hope that she's all right. Kelsey Deemers getting a good touch on it. A little bit of a miscommunication, but Tigges Holmes gets it down at her feet. It's going to go back inside now. Allison Evans putting a little bit of pressure on it, trying to stay in front of it. Doing a good job. She maintains.
Good takeaway.
Sends it deep. Now Fetch is up there trying to put some pressure, and it's sent back the other way. It's going to go through, but Aubrey Fox is going to come up and pick it up. Aubrey, not a lot of strength, but she plays the goalkeeper position very well. She's going to pass it out short to Lexi Carter. Tigges Holmes now in front of her. Plays it outside. These girls doing a lot of work on the outside, just trying to pull everyone out of the middle and then go back to the middle and play themselves there. Fetch running to it, trying to get it. She wins it. She turns around. She's going. She's looking now to Griffin. And the Alma player is going to get a touch on it. Greenwood player is going to get a touch on it. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be Greenbrier throw in.
Yeah, it's going to be a Greenbrier throw. Look like that's what the AR had called on this side.
Lots of substitutions here. Peyton Crum comes in to fill in the back line for Kelsey Demers. Kelsey probably coming back off of a little bit of an injury. They're going to look to play her slowly. I would imagine not give her just a ton of minutes here tonight, as this game doesn't have a lot of implications on the playoffs. Melissa Rios gets the steal, and now she's looking to Maddie Wilbanks. Wilbanks, plenty of time, goes up top. That's number 5, Sarah Bradley. And it'll go out on Greenwood. Peyton Crum going to come up to make the throw in. Not something that she typically does. She's got a good throw to the middle of the field. And now Tigus Holmes is in front of it. She's going to bring it back. Go back to Peyton Crum, and Peyton Crum's going to load it up and fire it straight down the field. Fetch has it at her feet. And now Greenwood trying to get rid of it. Lexi Carter stepping in front, making a strong play on it and making a strong play fast.
Yeah, this Greenbrier team, they do a good job of utilizing their back defensive line to play the ball back to and really work the ball around.
Greenwood trying to push, not much room to pass it though, and then Peyton Crum's going to send it up. It's going to be at a Greenwood player's feet, and they're going to try and go again. A lot of back and forth ball here, not a lot of great touches, great first touches.
Yeah, they're gonna get Greenwood on that. Be a free kick for the Panthers. It's a big ball coming here.
Allison Evans, she puts a big one up. AC's got it. It's going to bounce again. I think that was off of an Alma player's foot.
They're going to call them. They're going to say it's Greenbrier corner.
They'll give it a Greenbrier corner kick. Looks like it might be Tigus Holmes that's going to be taking the kick for the Panthers.
Looks like Rios. Yep, Rios is going to leave it short to Holmes. Oh, good.
Holmes makes a good move. Sends it back inside. Lexi Carter trying to line it up. She puts a bit too much mustard on it, and it's going to go way out of bounds.
Really just got to stay down. You know, your upper body, you got to make sure you stay down on that ball as you come through to strike it. Otherwise, just going to flip it up.
Big kick to the middle of the field. Greenbrier's able to control it first. Tigus Holmes lining it back up, trying to send it inside. AC got it at her feet now. AC worked hard last week. Melissa Rio, she's going to go out and fight for it. And Greenwood gets a good touch. Going their way now. Allison Evans staying in front of it. Man, she watches that ball well. Makes me wonder if she used to play softball. She just stays right in front of it. She's going to go back to Peyton Crum. She's going to send it forward. Good little pass.
Yeah.
Straight through.
Good ball. That's kind of what I was thinking, too. Oh, good pass there by Rios.
And now Greenwood's trying to go up. Allison Evans steps out in front of it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Greenwood player. Big throw now. Inside, Greenwood's going to try and push. Peyton Crumb's got it at her feet. She's going to go outside. That's Sarah Bradley outside that's got it. Now it's Tigist Holmes. AC up top. Tries to go back inside to Tigist Holmes. And now AC's fighting for it, but unable to get anything out of it. Big kick from Allison Evans. That middle of the field has had a lot of room in it tonight. And now Melissa Rios has it.
Yeah, I'm looking for support. She's going to go wide with it.
Now Tigist Holmes has it at her feet with a little bit of time. She makes a girl miss. She's moving forward, sends it inside. Fetch has it now. Fetch trying to turn it. She gets it outside to Lexi Carter. Lexi Carter at her feet. She gets another one. It's going in the top. Goal! Lexi Carter with a great shot. Framing it perfectly. She got a second opportunity at it, and she put that one right on target. Greenbrier takes the 2-0 lead.
I tell you, you know, that was a shot. I mean, that was the perfect shot. Literally, I mean, she sent it right at the crossbar from where she was and literally just dropped it in right there into the goal. Great job by Carter there. That was a great shot.
Lexi Carter makes the beautiful shot, making it 2-0 in favor of the Greenbrier Panthers. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. Emily Griffin's going to check in. I believe she's going to check in at wing, and that's going to move Sarah Bradley back to outside back. All right, we're changing it up a lot more than I thought we were.
I think Griffin, is that Griffin? Griffin going, yeah, she's going to be the left back. Carter's going to move up, be midfield. Rios is going to push up and play more forward.
.24 minutes left to play. The first half of play. Tigist Holmes sending a big one inside.
Oh, that's a
Melissa
score.
Rios drops it and puts it to the right of the goalie. Totally unexpected and unplayable if you're the goalie. Great pass there from Tigist Holmes. You know, it's funny, Caleb, her brother, we worked together, and I was talking to Caleb just the other day, and I said, you know, Tigist, she doesn't score a lot, and I wish she would because I'd love to get a call of her scoring. And he said, well, you know, she passes a lot. And I was like, really? She's just a facilitator of the team. And right there is exactly the way to put it. She facilitated that ball well, put it in perfect play for Melissa Rios. And Melissa Rios put a perfect ball on the goal.
Yeah, she received the ball so close to the front of the goal. Really, she had the whole goal to choose from, really, and was able just to put it in the side of it, put it to one side to where the goalie couldn't get it. And
Shelby Rupert getting out in front of it. Now she's trying to push it. She gives it back to Fetch. Fetch is looking to go now. Fetch steps in front of what would have been a big Greenwood kick, and now it's going to be a Greenwood throw-in.
yeah, so the boys, just going through everything again, the boys won their game, so they were locked in for a 4 seed of the West, played in the state playoffs. The girls win here, they'll be the number 1 seed. I think, well, you said it earlier, as long as they had even if they tied, they would probably still be the number 1 seed in the West. Baseball, I did get an update. They need to win. They won the first game, I think 6-0. They need to win the second game in order to lock up the number 2. If they lose, they're going to be the number 4. So they're going to big game in baseball, as they need to win that game to be the 2. Otherwise, they'll be the 4. And then softball, as we mentioned earlier, they need to win in this second game against Alma, and they've got to win by 3 in order to make the playoffs.
Melissa Rios, she's down here in the box again. Oh, shot on goal! What a shot, Melissa Rios! Greenbrier puts another one in, 4-0 for the Panthers.
I mean, it is just hard to defend Melissa Rios.
Next to impossible. She's put some beautiful shots on goal tonight, and another one just goes her way. The Greenwood goalie, she's over there, and she's saying, there's nothing I can do about it. There's just nothing I can do about that. That's a great shot, and it's a quick one, too.
3.
It's so fast. Yeah,
right, that's 3.
I believe
3
so.
for Rios, and then 1 for Lexi Carter, right?
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken.
Emily Griffin, a good touch inside to Lexi Carter. Lexi Carter's going to put it on the ground to Tigges Holmes. Tigges Holmes gets a little push in the back.
I'd be interested to see. I wonder if how close she is to school, or if she already holds the school record for the number of goals in a season or career or whatever. She is definitely a special player.
She's been a very special player, as she is going D1 to Arkansas State. Very excited for her and her future there. We know that she will represent us well. Greenbrier moving along the back line, trying to send it forward. It's going to go out of bounds. Now Emily Griffin will throw it in for the Panthers. She's going to look far down the field to none other than Melissa Rios. 3 Greenwood defenders are there, and they're going to just kick it out of bounds. 21 minutes remain here in the first half of play. It is a 4-0 game. 3 goals by Melissa Rios. 1 great goal from Lexi Carter. Substitution being made. Melissa Rios is checking out of the game, and she's getting claps here at John Hawks Memorial Field. Now Lexi Carter has it in. She's going to switch fields completely. It's going to be Sarah Bradley who has it at her feet, and she goes back to Tigges Holmes. Tigges Holmes looking around, trying to find somewhere to go with it. She finds Peyton Crum. Peyton Crum's going to send a big one down the field. Thought it might have been lined up on the goal, but it's just going to go to the left and roll out of bounds. Greenwood will have one of their backs kicking it instead of the goalie. And it goes straight to Emily Griffin. Emily Griffin, she sends it inside, trying to get it up to Fetch.
Oh, they're going to get a handball just outside of the box, just outside the 18.
And that is Aya Abuzena, who has checked in for Melissa Rios. Tigges Holmes will get the shot. I'm not sure what we're waiting for.
I think he was having a conversation. I think the center was having a discussion with the Greenwood coach. I'm not sure if he didn't feel like it was a foul or what, but
here it comes. Tigges Holmes misses just to the left of the goal. Saw a small gap, but just couldn't frame it correctly. As it goes out of bounds, it'll be off of her, so Greenwood will get the goal kick here. It did look like he was having a conversation with the Greenwood head coach, maybe. Maybe he was just relaying the call.
Yeah, not sure.
But now AC's going to have it at her feet. She's a really hard worker. She had a lot of great looks last Friday against Alma. Allison Evans passing it outside to Emily Griffin, who's got minutes, it feels like, up there. She's going to try and send it to Fetch, who she thought was waiting in the corner, but she just wasn't quite there.
Yeah, it looked like Fetch had gotten caught up in some of the defenders. Just couldn't break away to go get that ball. Looks like baseball 0-0, top of third.
Big kick is going to travel out of bounds, and now Greenbrier's going to push fast. Shelby Rupert is there trying to put some pressure on it. Lexi Carter gets a touch, but it's going to roll back to Allison Evans, and she puts a big one into the middle.
Foot in the middle.
A lot of girls there trying to make a play on it. 3 Greenbrier players.
Oh.
Kick backwards from Fetch. Now Shelby Rupert, she's going to try and make a play on it, and she's going to touch it, and it's going to travel out of bounds.
That was a great kind of almost like a bicycle kick, but still standing up from Fetch. Now they're going to send Griffin up. They're going to send 21 back.
Shelby Rupert.
They're going to send Rupert back to left back, and Griffin's going to push up.
Shelby Rupert on throw in here to Lexi Carter. She stops it right at her feet, passes it back to Shelby Rupert, and they're going to pass it along the back line now, maybe trying to switch fields a little bit.
Yeah.
Big kick from Allison Evans.
I like that. I really do like how they play back to that back defensive line and work it around a little bit.
Sarah Bradley, she's sending it to Hannah Adams. Now Hannah Adams, she goes inside, back outside to Hannah Adams.
Yeah, you'd really like to see Fetch take a shot there. The ball in the middle of the field.
Emily Griffin, she's got it at her feet. She passes to Lexi Carter. Lexi Carter trying to send Emily Griffin. Puts just a little bit too much on. It's going to roll out of bounds.
Yeah. Great little 1-2 there from Griffin to Carter. Carter sends it back to Griffin, but Griffin just couldn't chase it down. That was a great play, though.
AC is going to try and drop it at the feet of Aya. And Aya wasn't quite expecting it, I don't think. It's going to travel out of bounds off of the Greenbrier Panthers. "15 minutes left in the first half. Greenbrier leads 4-0. 4 really quick goals. We haven't seen one here in just a minute or two.
Yeah, we're used to them scoring so fast.
AC making a big play on it, pushing it back to Peyton Crum, and now Peyton Crum sending it far. Aya trying to rush it down, so is Fetch. Fetch is going to go out there and put a little bit of pressure on it, but it's going to go out of bounds off of her feet.
Got a good crowd out tonight, too.
Really great crowd. We even had a great crowd last week for senior night. I noticed Mr. Graham was out there from one of our proud sponsors, Graham Brothers Electrical. Out here to support his Panthers tonight.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a keeper change. Aubrey Fox is going to check out.
Aubrey Fox, did they get a shot on goal? One, maybe? I think Aubrey had one stop, but I think it was at the top of the box, maybe. I think she came up to the top of the box and made a play on it. But Aubrey's had a great season. You know, she's got a funny story. She tried out for the soccer team on a dare. Her friends dared her to try out, and sure enough, she made it. And the only reason she tried out as goalie is because I don't think that she was in shape, and she didn't know how to really handle a soccer ball. And she said, I know I can catch things, and so she tried out as a goalkeeper, and here she is as a senior making a great impact on this team.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, so who checked in at goalie? I didn't.
That's Katie. I don't know her last name.
Katie Faison.
That's the one.
Katie Faison checked in at goalkeeper. You can't see their numbers. very well. Maddie Wilbanks sending a big one inside to AC. AC makes a play on it while she's on the ground.
Yeah, it looked like she just went to the ground, but
she continued to turn with it, and now Greenbrier's going to get a throw in with 13 minutes and about 8 seconds left to play in the first half. AC has it at her feet. Now Hannah Adams kicks it back inside. Tigges Holmes, she's going to try and turn it around. Goes back to Hannah Adams. Hannah Adams puts it inside, and the Greenwood player is there.
Oh, I thought.
Oh man!
I thought they were going to get a handball.
I thought so too. Maybe one of those you kind of let slide into a 4-0 game, and it's in the box, so it would have been a PK.
Yeah.
And Greenwood had possession there either way. Emily Griffin sending it forward, and now back outside. Griffin making a run on it. She's going to try and kick it back inside. No Greenbrier player there as Greenwood boots it out. Greenbrier making a substitution. Lexi Carter is going to come in for Shelby Rupert, it looks like. And I don't know, is that Fetch that's coming in?
Fetch coming back in, yeah.
For Aya. Lexi Carter, she'll have to run all the way across the field to get the throw in here. She goes to the middle. The just checked in Fetch. Melissa Rios trying to track it down, but Allison Evans drops it at her feet. Trying to send it forward. It's going to go to Hannah Adams and now out to Tigges Holmes. Tigges Holmes back to Adams and out of bounds off Greenwood. Peyton Crum will come to throw it up from the center back position. She'll get a big toss into the middle of the field. It'll eventually land at Tigges Holmes' feet. Definite handball there.
The handball there.
Really probably wasn't even a bad decision to do that in that situation, because Tigges Holmes is going to beat you to the inside, and she's got a very good look at the goal from there. Here's Emily Griffin. She's scored off of a lot of set pieces so far this season. She's on the 21-yard line, kicking this one inside. It's up in the middle of the field. It's going to bounce out of the goalkeeper's hands, and guess who's there to put it in?
No, we got a penalty. Offsides. They're going to say offsides. Or handball. Yep, AR's got a handball.
Oh, man. Tough call there for the Panthers. Melissa Rios almost had her 4th goal of the night. It's going to be called a handball and taken the other way.
I was about to say, too, and I think they stopped the clock, but I don't think they were
supposed to.
Yep. Keep an eye on it here.
Well, you know what happens, especially the first year that you make a new rule with stopping the clock. You'll see it happen. And now Greenbrier passing it around. Maddie Wilbanks sends it inside. Melissa Rios at her feet. She tries to track it back inside. Still making people miss. And now Lexi Carter has it outside. She's going to send it in, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Too, there, Carter, I felt like she had time. She could have just settled the ball, set it up, had a better shot at it.
It's going to go back to Lexi Carter, but she's going to let it go out of bounds, and she'll get a throw in here. Kind of let the Panthers set up a little something.
Yeah, but I say I think it's a good decision there. Was already going to go out of bounds. Just let it go out and then run a set piece from the side.
Maddie Wilbanks with it in front of her, the Williams Baptist signee. Lexi Carter, she's going to be playing at a school that you were familiar with, Sean. She's going to be playing at Hendricks.
That's right.
In the fall. And Tigges Holmes will be playing at CBC, the 4 seniors signing for the Panthers this year. really exciting whenever you can look at a program and see that 4 different players all are getting opportunities at colleges across the state of Arkansas.
Well, and you look at Tigas and Melissa Rios and some of those ladies. I mean, they've played together for a long time.
Yes,
very from a young age
time.
all the way up, and and then too, just playing with each other that long. I mean, you start to know tendencies and what the other players need to do,
and what's cool is you'll get to see for the first time, these girls will even get to see Lexi Carter and Tigas Holmes. They'll be in the same city. They'll probably play some scrimmages against each other. Greenbrier still putting a lot of pressure down on the ball right now with 8 minutes left to play in the first half. The Greenwood girls, to no fault of their own, and they're just playing a team that's very, very good.
Very good.
It's at Fetch's feet now. She's going to try and send it inside to Melissa Rios. Melissa has it at her feet. She lines one up, and it's just going to go out of bounds.
They're having a goal kick.
Maybe felt like she was being held a little bit there. Trying to fight around a couple of players, and now Greenwood's going to substitute.
Well, and I think, too, as you look out on the field, one of the things, too, we are so good up front that it allows that back line to really push up. If you look out on the field right now, you can't see it on the screen, but really our back line's playing at about midfield. And so they know they're confident in that front line to be able to control the ball and get opportunities.
Greenwood with the throw in now. Just going to travel down the line. Lexi Carter just barely misses it. And now Greenwood's on the run. Allison Evans kind of drops a shoulder there and shoves a Greenwood player down to the ground.
Yep, they're going to give her a yellow.
Yeah, you knew that one was coming. Allison Evans there just trying to add a little bit of pressure and added just a bit too much.
Just a little too much, yeah. Try to give her an opportunity to check off, get some check out, and get a little breather here. Big kick there for Greenwood, but it's just going to go out of bounds on the end line. It'll be a goal kick. I think this may be some of the first action we get to see here for Katie Faison. I think she's going to leave it for Carter.
Lexi Carter, she'll just go short to Maddie Wilbanks, who's playing on our near side now. And she's going to try and go to Shelby Rupert, but it'll be out of bounds with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Still another half of basketball. I mean, soccer after this. I don't know why I was thinking about basketball.
Good job, Talon.
I've messed up a few things tonight.
Yeah. They're playing Greenwood, too. It's not Alma. Oh, no.
Oh, big collision in the middle of the field. Looks like everyone's okay. Fetch is making a run on it.
Fetch is making a run.
She beats a girl out.
Yep, that's a score.
One-on-one. Oh, and she gets tripped. Oh, instead of shooting the ball, she gets tripped by the goalie.
Yeah, I think she just waited. In my mind, she just waited a little too long, Go ahead and make that touch and get it away from the goalie. Just held on to it for just a little too long.
It's going to go out of bounds that time against Greenwood. Be a Greenbrier throw-in.
Really thought Fetch was going to get a score there.
I did too. I've never seen anyone trip the trip the person who was running at the goal instead of go for the ball, but who would have guessed? AC making a run to the corner now. Looks like that ball's going to slow down just a little bit. It's going to go out of bounds against Greenwood. It's going to be a corner kick. They'll get a chance to set up a set piece here.
Yeah, I think the Greenwood defender was. I think she was trying to get it out on the side, but just had a mistouch, and ball goes out on the end line and be a corner for the Panthers. Oh, another corner.
Go out against Greenwood again. 3 minutes and about 12 seconds left to play in the first half. Greenbrier demanding lead 4-0. A few more shots on goal than Greenwood has had. Melissa Rios lines it up, sends it inside. It's at the feet of Hannah Adams. Hannah Adams goes to Maddie Wilbanks. Maddie Wilbanks, she sends it on the ground inside. She's got one. Maddie Wilbanks from the back line. She gets one in. Goal for the Panthers. 5-0.
I was about to say, Talon, as they always say, you can't score if you don't shoot. There was a great job by Wilbanks there. Just literally ball just came, dropped back to her, and she just basically shoots on goal, and it squirts through there and finds the back of the net.
Great shot there from Maddie Wilbanks, putting it on the ground. It finds its way through.
You know, I got a special place in my heart for defenders. And love it whenever a defender comes up and somebody on the back line comes up and makes a score.
Shelby Rupert now. It goes to Melissa Rios and back to Maddie Wilbanks. Greenbrier kind of just passing along the backside now. Hannah Adams trying to push it forward, but it's going to just dribble out of bounds. Substitutions. Correction, no substitution. I thought the center was calling for a substitution there. It's going to go out of bounds against Greenwood that time. Now just 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greenbrier leads 5-0. Great performances here tonight, and we'll hope that same performance is going to come in way of the state finals. Is the state this weekend or is it next weekend?
I think it's next weekend because they've still got, I believe they've got another game tomorrow.
The girls are done.
Girls are done after tonight. The boys will travel to Cabot on Wednesday. Then they'll begin to prepare for the state tournament.
Greenbrier sends it short inside. Tigas Holmes has it. They're going to have to throw it in now. I'd love to see a big corner here at some point instead of just going with the short game. That's the typical thing they do, and I wonder if they're going to continue to do that just to pull some bodies out of the box maybe in the state playoffs. 40 seconds left here in the first half of play. Throw in here from Greenwood. It's going to travel backwards. It's going to be at Fetch's feet. She's going to kick it inside. A handball. Big-time handball. That should be PK. They're going to ask to stop the clock with 24 seconds left to play in the first half. I hear JB getting excited.
Yeah, it looks like baseball may have maybe look like baseball just scored. Actually, they were down 1-0. Now it's 1-1. I believe they've got a runner at third.
Maddie Wilbanks will now take the kick for the Panthers. She lines it up. Oh, she tries to go upper 90. Oh, just about a foot off.
Yeah, hit the crossbar of the goalpost.
Great idea there, though, from Matty Wilbanks going upper 90 on a shorter goalie who would most likely probably not be able to make it there in time. And it's just going to hit the top of the crossbar and bounce up and hit the goalpost. It'll be considered out of bounds with 20 seconds left to play.
Yeah, really not much time left here for this first half.
We'll get one throw in right here. After this right here, it should end the first half. They'll go ahead and end the first half as nobody gets any look at the goal. We're going to head to a break. We'll come back with more second half action, maybe show a little bit more of the baseball game. Stick with us here at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we are back as the Greenbrier Panthers get it to start. According to the rules, if Greenbrier is ever up by 6, the time on the clock that is remaining will be cut in half. So if Greenbrier is to score one more goal, the time will be cut in half, and that will even help Greenwood get on the road and beat out this terrible weather that's supposed to be coming to the great state of Arkansas. As Tigges Holmes has it in the middle of the field. Greenbrier's controlled it well since the start of this half. A big sin from Peyton Crum.
But it's going to end up at the feet of Rios.
It looks like Katie Faison stays back at goalkeeper. Tigges staying in front of it, trying to pressure.
Now, where is soccer playoffs?
Siloam Springs. Hey, speaking of,
both boys and girls.
I know the girls team was actually trying to do a fundraiser. They're trying to raise $300 to $500. I have no clue who they should contact about that. I just saw it in the Facebook group somewhere, but they are currently trying to raise some money. So if you have any interest, I'm sure you could reach out to us and we can point you in the right direction. They're trying to get some money to help pay for some meals while up there. Melissa Rio, she lines one up, sends it to the other side. It's just missed. Fetch has it at her feet now.
Man, you'd like to see Fetch just turn around with that ball and get face goal.
Now Tigges Holmes, she's going to have a chance. She lines one up, but a Greenwood player gets in front of it. It's going to be a
No, I think it's the same keeper for Greenwood.
Greenwood has the same keeper in. Their backup keeper's wearing lime green on the bench.
Yeah. We were trying to keep up with baseball at halftime. Baseball's broken it out over there. They're up 7-1 on Alma. So if they can hang on, that'll put them as the number 2 seed in the state tournament.
Any updates on softball yet?
That's what I was going to check. Softball.
Softball has to win this game by 3.
Yeah.
In order to.
Looks like through 12 minutes ago, through 3 innings, it was 3-3. Well, that's tough, too, not knowing that not only do you got to win the game, but you got to win the game by 3. Comes Emily Griffin.
She's going to line it up from the corner, sends it bending inside, and it's going to go right back out again. Not very many bodies in the front there. You might want to try and raise it up just a little bit more if you're Emily Griffin and try and get it back to your girls as Greenwood tries to hold a line at the front goal post, but not much there. And this time it's going to get higher, but it's going to travel out of bounds, and now it's going to be a Greenwood goal kick. .36 minutes left here in the first half. Melissa Rios getting out in front of it. She's going to go back inside. She sends a beautiful kick to Tigges Holmes. Tigges Holmes is going to turn. She's going to try and go back inside, but unable to do so. The Greenwood player making a good defensive stop. And
yeah, they're going to get Tigges, I think, with a push-off. They're going to give a free kick to Greenwood. Great job, though, by Rios. And Tigges Holmes had basically had given her instructions with her hand gesture, and was able to hand it off to her.
AC's got it at her feet now. She's going to go to Fetch in the corner. Fetch has it. Fetch keeps it in bounds, trying to play it back inside. She's going to get down to it. She sends it across the field. Emily Griffin just one step behind where it was at, and it's going to stay in bounds. Greenwood fighting for it. They're going to try and push now. It's going to be at the feet of Shelby Rupert. She passes to Melissa Rios. And she's going to try and send it to Maddie Wilbanks, but gives it a little bit too much juice, and it's going to go out of bounds. Greenwood giving a big head start. It's going to go off the back of Hannah Adams and out of bounds. Tigas Holmes cuts off the inbound throw.
Great step there by Holmes to come up and challenge that ball.
Maddie Wilbanks now challenging. It's at the feet of Tigas Holmes. She's going to turn around. She got a little bit of room to work. Has someone come up from behind, adding a little bit of pressure. Tons of time. Passes out to Shelby Rupert, who no one is around there and no one's adding any pressure. She's got everything she wants, and she's going to get Fetch on the run, going inside. Fetch is going to kick it, bring it back inside. She's working it. Trying to turn it around. Gets a shot. Goalkeeper's fall. Goalkeeper falls, trying to push it back out, and then Fetch kicks it a little bit too high. Now Maddie Wilbanks is going to kick it back inside. Melissa Rios has it at the ground, tries to kick it. Now AC, she's going to get her shot, and the goalkeeper's going to be out in front of it. It's going to go out of bounds, corner kick for the Panthers.
Yeah, something I was noticing earlier, Talon, they're not doing it right now, but Greenwood's almost run like a boxing one. Greenwood actually has one of their players is actually playing almost a man-to-man with Melissa Rios. So before this kick, she was actually just basically mirroring her anywhere that she went.
Big kick inside, and looks like Fetch is going to try and get his shoulder on it, but unable to get it twisted in the right direction, and now it's going to be a goal kick.
I was about to say, it would be nice, too, if we had a few more TVs in these press boxes, too. Do different things with a few TVs up here.
Tigas Holmes trying to find somewhere to go. She finds Sarah Bradley. Sarah Bradley trying to go to Emily Griffin, led her just a little bit too much. Now Greenbrier's going to get a throw in here. They're going to make a substitution. They might have to wait. They will.
Carter.
Maddie Wilbanks has it on our near side. Goes inside. That's Sarah Bradley. Sarah Bradley passes to Maddie Wilbanks, and it goes to Carter. Shelby Rupert sending it big inside to Fetch. And now it goes back to Tigas Holmes in the middle of the field. Trying to make some of it. She brings it back. She's moving forward. She goes outside to Emily Griffin. Griffin going to send it big inside now. It's going to be outside of the goal, and it's going to now be a Greenwood goal kick. Big kick there, goes to the middle of the field. Greenwood passing it around, now trying to move it forward some. Lexi Carter, good step up.
Yeah, good step there by Carter.
Peyton Crum has it at her feet now with a little bit of pressure. She's going to pass out to Shelby Rupert. Rupert goes forward. Now Greenwood, they're trying to apply some pressure. It's going to go inside. Peyton Crum has it and kicks it back out. Greenbrier has numbers here.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've got a lot of defenders back there. Greenwood hadn't pushed up much at that point.
Greenwood has a throw in. They have a wide open girl that they pass it to. She's going to bring it back a little bit and then go inside. Aya cuts her off. Now Sarah Bradley has it on the run. She sends it up to Fetch. Fetch is going for it. Fetch has it now. She's going to the corner.
Yeah, they're trying to get down here. They're trying to find support for her.
Corner.
Yeah, but they're going to have a corner.
That'll be a corner kick. 29 minutes left.
More now, huh?
Corner kick now for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think baseball's broken it open now. It's 10-1.
Big corner kick here. It's high up in the air. Hannah Adams gets it first. It's on the ground now. Still passing around, and Greenwood finally kicks it out.
Crom's going to get it back in there.
It's going to go past Crum now, but she's going to get back to it first. She's going to try and turn and make a pass on it. She's able to. It goes to Hannah Adams, but Hannah Adams unable to secure it. It's going to go out of bounds. Greenwood with the throw in now. They're going to go to the middle of the field. Bring it back inside. Now Sarah Bradley cuts it off. She goes inside to Emily Griffin. Griffin, she tries to send one through up the field. Aya almost there. And now the Panthers get a throw in. Peyton Crum, she's going to run from the back line to throw this one in. Big throw now from Peyton Crum. It's going to be at the feet of Hannah Adams. Hannah Adams goes back inside. There's Aya there.
Oh, almost saved it before the end line, but
unable to get the proper positioning to send it back inside. Still a 5-0 game here in Greenbrier. 28 minutes left to play in the second half. I look down at the little quarter.
And it still says
and
one.
It still says one, and that's how they do it every single week, every single night here in Greenbrier, and I still haven't gotten used to it.
Yeah.
Hannah Adams now with a little bit of room in the corner. She's trying to work inside, but Greenwood's going to take advantage of it. Aya staying in front of it, putting pressure. Now Hannah Adams is. Aya, she's got room. Unable to get to it. And now Fetch comes over to help. Hannah Adams sitting inside. Sarah Bradley, she's got one on the ground. It's rolling around inside. Greenwood can't take care of it, and they're going to finally kick it out of bounds, kick it out the back. It'll be a corner kick now for the Panthers.
Man, they were really, really trying to get it cleared, but just couldn't get it out of there.
Just couldn't grab a good touch on it.
Yeah. You know, too, with Fox going out of the game earlier and bringing in a new goalie, I was interested to see if he was going to put Fox back into the game and allow her to play somewhere other than the.
Looks like the goalkeeper's going to fall on top of it. Play in the field somewhere. Get a little bit of field action. Yeah. You know, you'd love to see it, but you also think at the same time, playoffs are right around the corner. You don't want to be trying to get your keeper a little bit of time, and then she rolls her ankle out there.
Yeah.
AC trying to work it around. She's going to go back to Lexi Carter. Kind of changing the field a little bit.
A little pressure there from Greenwood.
Emily Griffin just a step behind the pass. That's going to go out of bounds. Greenwood will get a goal kick now. They'll make a substitution. I don't know who that is that's checking in. She's going to check in as a wing, it looks like. Number 2, Amira's Talley. That's who just checked in.
Looks like baseball's still batting in the bottom of the 5th. 10-1 lead. Let's see if I can get the softball score.
25 minutes left. Greenbrier ball. Greenbrier trying to push now. It's going to go out of bounds on Greenwood again.
So Aubrey did get her a goal this year.
Aubrey did score once.
Larry let her take a PK.
Larry let Aubrey take a PK at Valonia earlier this year. No one better to score against than the rivals. It warms my heart that her one goal came against Valonia.
I agree.
Greenwood now, they get the throw in. Just going to go far down the field. They're fighting for it, and they get it out into some open field now. With a little bit of chance to work, and they just missed the pass. Trying to cut it through was the right idea, just didn't have enough time to develop. Peyton Crum will have to throw in. She's kind of got a cannon. She can hose it. It's going to fall in Fetch's lap. Fetch gets a little tip. Aya making a run on it. And the Greenwood goalkeeper's got to dive for it. Aya falls down, and Fetch is there to pick her up. Big kick down the field. Lexi Carter's got it. Lexi's got a great touch. Brings it back inside. Looking down the field and goes short. AC right there. Now AC looking and finds Maddie Wilbanks. Wilbanks scored earlier in this game. A good shot from a little bit of depth. Inside now. That's Sarah Bradley. She's got time, looking around, not a lot of pressure. Lexi Carter, she's going to go up to Shelby up top. Shelby Rupert. Shelby's going to try and send it inside, but a Greenwood player is there first. Her kick goes far, and it might
Still
stay in bounds. Lexi Carter's there, however. She's going to send it fast out to Maddie Wilbanks and switch the field. Maddie with a chance to do something. Sees Hannah Adams. Hannah Adams making a run at it. She's going to send it. Oh, I thought she had the jump on it. Great look there from Maddie Wilbanks, and Hannah Adams just one step behind the pass.
I'll say we got a final over at baseball. They really broke it open, actually run-ruled Alma to win that game 11-1. So now Greenbrier baseball will be the number 2 seed in the state tournament. Still trying to get updates on softball. Boys soccer will be the 4 out of the West.
AC takes one straight to the dome. That did not look like it felt good.
Yeah, it looks like she's kind of already starting to make her way more towards the sideline, looking for a quick substitution.
Hannah Adams putting a lot of pressure on now.
There we go.
They're going to call it
out of bounds. Yeah.
And it looks like a
Greenwood
player is down as well.
Yeah, like just a cramp or something probably. Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, she's just trying to get stretched out. I think that's the one that was kind of limping earlier in the game too.
Earlier in the game, yeah. So they will stop the clock at 21 minutes and 44 seconds. If Greenbrier scores one more goal, the time will cut in half in this one. Greenbrier baseball secures a spot as the number 2 seed. Greenbrier soccer, the girls maintaining the 1 seed here tonight. Still with a great lead. Crum with an outside shot. It was a bender, but it didn't bend the right way. 5-0 here still in Greenbrier. The boys secured a 4 seed last week, maintained that position well today. Big send. Greenbrier's going to try and go get on top of it. Sarah Bradley was the one putting pressure. Now goes to Shelby Rupert. And she sends number 2, Amira's Talley, to the corner. Talley trying to keep it alive. Looks like it went out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Greenwood getting a big one to the middle of the field. Lexi Carter is there like she has been all night long. AC passes out to Lexi Carter. Now Lexi Carter sends it deep down the field. Fetch looking around. has Emily Griffin on the run, but Emily Griffin just misses the touch barely. Just a lot of small misses for the Panthers that could have really turned this game around.
Yeah, as they're getting ready to throw in too, Talon this last Saturday, here at Greenbrier High School, they had a walk as a deal for suicide prevention, basically for in memory of Hayden Simpson. They had an Out of the Darkness 5K. A lot of people participated in that, and I participated in it, me and my family, and great event. If you guys at home are listening, Hayden Simpson was a young man. He was a senior here at Greenbrier High School, and took his own life. And so they've really been working. A lot of good is something that's such a tragedy, but there's a lot of good that's come about, and they're really working on raising funds and create programming to prevent suicide, and it was a great event on Saturday.
Absolutely, Sean. You love to see a community come together in the way that Greenbrier came together whenever Hayden passed. It was a very tragic event, but you were right. You said it best. There have been good things that have come of it. 18 minutes and about 35 seconds left here in the second half. Greenbrier still leads 5-0. Not much change here in the second half. Greenbrier's really kept it on the offensive side of things, but just unable to finish on a couple of shots here. As Fetch is trying to turn it around, it looks like she gets fouled, and now Greenbrier will get a good free kick here. And it's going to be Sarah Bradley that's going to get to take this one from roughly the 35. She's going to put a big one inside into the middle, and a Greenwood defender is there to knock it out of bounds. Shelby Rupert there to throw it in. She's going to go back to Lexi Carter, who's going to get some pressure, and Lexi's going to go fast to Shelby. Shelby is going to switch fields to Peyton Crum, and now Peyton Crum's got a ton of time. She's going to pass out to Maddie Wilbanks, but leads her just a little bit too much, and it's going to travel out of bounds. Greenwood's going to get the throw now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a couple substitutions here for Greenwood.
There's AC. She's got it at her feet. Plays it forward. Now Aya putting some pressure. Now AC's got it back again. AC, she's moving down the field. At the feet of Aya. Aya leads just a little bit too much, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by a Greenwood player, and Greenbrier's going to try and move fast. Sarah Bradley has it. She's looking for somewhere to go. She plays it up top. A good little send through there, but Greenwood's in front of it. Sarah Bradley will touch it and go out on her. Greenwood, big throw to the middle of the field. Good send through there from the Greenwood player, but Lexi Carter makes a great break on it. Greenwood now applying a little bit of pressure here, trying to go forward with it. Lexi Carter makes a sliding play, kicking it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a corner for Greenwood. Greenwood really hadn't been on this side of the field, especially this deep in our territory, in quite a while.
Big corner kick here now for the Bulldogs. They're lining up their set piece. It's going to be a high flyer to the middle of the field. Greenwood's there. They're trying to pass it around a little bit.
Greenbrier's trying to get it out of there. There they go.
Maddie Wilbanks is the one who gets it out for the Panthers. Now it's going to be cut into the middle of the field. A lot of open room.
So here goes Fetch.
Fetch is fighting for it.
I tell you, Fetch.
And Greenwood's just going to kick it right out of bounds. They knew Fetch was coming, and they knew she was dangerous.
Yeah, she is really, really fast. And, boy, she was going to try to attack the ball, and Greenwood probably made the right decision on just kicking it out of bounds. Well, sometimes that's what speed does to you, though. Talent is, as if you've got a player that's really rushing down there, it really gets the defense in a hurry, and really just tries to get them to just get rid of the ball.
It looks like Greenbrier is warming up their third keeper. I have no clue what her name is. What is it? Danny Brock. Looks like she's warming up with Coach Smith over on the sidelines. Big ball inside. Greenbrier's going to get it played at their feet, and now Sarah Bradley kicks a big one to the goalkeeper. She'll be right there to pick it up. She's going to run out and kick it far down the field, and it's going to be in front of Sarah Crum.
Sarah Crum?
I was looking at Sarah Bradley.
Now Talon's putting different players together.
I'm trying to build the perfect player. Just taking everybody, just little pieces of everybody. No, Peyton Crum passed it to Sarah Bradley.
Okay.
And my eyes got ahead of my mouth.
Yeah.
Been a long season, Talon.
Has been a long season, but too,
Been a good season.
we've been able to cover a lot of games. I don't necessarily like that call. I thought Greenwood player really controlled it.
I did too. I think she just has a much bigger body than Aya does.
Yeah. But, overall this spring season, we've been able to do a little bit of baseball, a little bit of softball, a little bit of soccer. I think we would have tried to probably do a track meet if we'd have had one.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. It would have been kind of fun to try and do that. It would have made for a long broadcast, but I mean, you think about a track meet and how many different schools will be there.
Yeah.
A big kick straight to the goalie. She's able to get underneath it. But you think about how many different schools would have been able to be there and how many parents. Those things start so early. Some parents aren't able to see their kid do something, and we could have helped provide that opportunity.
Yeah. Usually field events start about 4:30, and they usually run for about an hour or so, and then usually running event starts about 5:30, and then just depends on how many people there and how efficient things are. I mean, usually it's 9 or 10 o'clock by the time it's over.
Greenbrier still trying to put some pressure on, maybe try and get one more in. It's interesting as Danny Brock will now check in as the keeper for Greenbrier. Katie Faison holding her own, not allowing any. Greenbrier didn't score any in the second half in their
In the boys' game, right?
Yeah, but I was also going to say in the girls' game last Friday night against Alma, I think they won 5-0 and didn't score any in the second half.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how that's been the story now for 2 games in a row.
Well, and two, I mean, they've been able to get Holmes and Rios some rest here in this second half, and really he's given these other ladies an opportunity to play. And we saw saw a goal earlier from Will Banks.
Sarah Bradley with a big kick. It's going to bounce off a player of a Greenwood.
Carter. Like I was thinking of Carter. Looks like the AR's got something. Oh, they're going to say handball.
Ooh, just right outside the box. Emily Griffin's going to get it. She's going to get her 10 steps. They're going to back up the wall. It's a 3-person wall. Here's Emily Griffin. She's going to set it on frame. It's just a little bit too high as it's going to travel out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick now with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to play here in the second half of soccer. These girls will travel next weekend to Siloam Springs, where they have secured the #1 seed. They'll be playing a 4 seed in that game. Should be a great tournament run from these Lady Panthers. We're really excited about what they have.
Yeah, I think expectations are high. I'd really like to see this team really go deep into the state playoffs. Did get an update from softball, not looking so good. Greenbrier's down 4-8 to Alma at the end of 5. And Greenbrier was needing that win in order to win by 3 in order to make the playoffs. So they've got some work to do if they want to make the playoffs. Baseball 1, they'll be the 2.
A handful of track athletes headed to state as well.
Yeah. I know boys, the ones I know of are 4x1, 4x100, 4x200. I believe Carter McElhaney will be there for the 100 and the 200. He's obviously the final leg of both the 4x1 and 4x2. You know Dominic's going to be there. Mm-hmm. He's had some great runs, and this will be his final track meet of his high school career before he goes and runs track at University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Presley Roberts is qualified for state in a few events. So Greenbrier will be represented pretty well at state track.
Just under 7 minutes now left here in this one. That's Peyton Crum. Kicking it down the field. Now Sarah Bradley stepping in front of it. She kicks it out to Shelby on the outside. Now Shelby's trying to send Fetch. Fetch is going to try and run with it. Fetch breaks inside.
Oh, there
gets
goes
a girl.
Fetch.
She gets a shot. She's got it.
Oh.
She gets the corner. Fetch scores. That makes it 6-0 here. And Greenbrier Fetch finally gets hers. So much hard work she's been putting into it, and she scores a goal, making it 6-0. Panthers lead with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left.
So now to go to 3:17.
The clock will be cut in half now. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in this one.
Because Maddie, what, junior?
Maddie's a senior.
Maddie Fetchcotter's a senior?
Oh, Madison's sophomore. Sorry.
Yeah, sophomore.
Yeah, Fetch.
So we've gone through all the classifications, and we've decided that she now is a sophomore.
Only sophomore.
I think he thought you were talking about Maddie Wilbanks. We just call Fetch.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know how to say her last name.
Fetchcotter.
Greenwood trying to make a big push on it. Peyton Crum there to send it up. 3 minutes remain here in this one. the final broadcast of the. Oh, that fetch is breaking through again.
Here she goes. She's going to need a little support. She's got some help from Aya. She's going to drop. She's going to leave it.
Sarah Bradley just misses it, trying to put a lot of juice on it. Now Maddie Wilbanks has it. She's going to go to Shelby. Shelby Rupert up top. Shelby's going to send it inside. And now Lexi, she boots it back up. Greenwood still desperately wants a goal here. They're going to push now. They've got somebody on the run. She's going to try and frame it up, and she's not going to be able to. Danny Brock gets to it. She gets to it quick and picks it up at her feet. She's going to look around and try and find somewhere to go. She's got plenty of options. Greenwood not pressuring a lot. She'll punt it out to Emily Griffin now. And that's Sarah Bradley taken away from the Greenwood player. Emily Griffin at her feet. Tries to send it forward. She does. Aya is there. Aya trying to make a run on it. Now AC has it. AC down the line. Greenwood's just going to kick it out of bounds. And Greenbrier's going to get a throw in with 1:35 left to play in the second half.
Looks like we have a substitution for Greenwood.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe they tried to call it too late. Oh, Aya takes one to the face as it goes out of bounds. We hope she's okay. Those never feel good.
I'll say surely they're gonna. Maybe they're gonna stop the clock. Maybe they're not.
Oh, she's up.
She's up.
Tough kid.
It will be off of Aya last. And now Greenwood will have to throw in. Emily Griffin sending it back the other way. Greenwood with a big kick.
Yeah, minute to go.
.50 seconds now left in the second half, and Greenwood will make a substitution. We hope Greenwood has safe travels all the way home tonight. The weather is on its way, but I think we've started this one early enough to give them a good head start on it. Maddie Wilbanks has it at her feet. She's going to try and kick it back the other way, and it's going to go out of bounds. Greenwood will get to throw it in here. 20 seconds left. Greenwood should get about one solid play left here to try and put one more on the board. Sarah Bradley's out in front of it now. She's got possession. She tries to break back the other way. 5 seconds. She kicks a big one downfield. And that is game. Greenbrier wins 6-0. They are headed to the state playoffs with the #1 seed secured. You won't see them again until they play Siloam. And with that brings my time at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network to an end. I'll tell you, it's been a great 2 years, and it's been a great ride. We went through a pandemic together, and it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time, and I've loved every second that I've got to be here. And you know, Sean, I can never say thank you enough for everything that you've helped me with. Most of you probably know I'm going to be pursuing an opportunity at the Razorback Sports Network in Fayetteville. That's the next destination. I have this man to thank right here for all that.
Shoot, man. I can thank this guy all day long and every day, because really, Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would not be successful without Talon Newton. It's been Talon's. You know, I'm very passionate about it, but I know Talon's just as passionate about it. And I can tell you, we would not be nearly as successful with this thing if I didn't have somebody like Talon who took the time to learn the equipment, do all the stuff, take